Finally got my phone screen to work. Now I can stream on these other accounts to his hop. We'll be right back. It's been a few months and still my other account I haven't had access to his hop. We'll be right back.
Right by the boat, there, right in front of you. Look straight down. They all over right there. Can't get over that. Yeah. That's out the water. Ready? We'll pass right in front of you. There he is. There he is. He's out the water. He's right there. He's still in the same spot. He's just barely moving. Right there, right where you got it. Oh, there got him. He got off? Oh. That's wild right here.
Oh my goodness. I scared myself when I caught it.
Oh, there he is. Choo.
That was cool to see though.
It's crazy how they on these little flats right here.
Alright, we're outside. What's good, guys? If y'all got proof of globe, I don't know why I can't switch layouts on this phone. I need an update, but I don't know. All I did was get a screen. And we're here. So if we get some people in here. And it's moderators. Yeah, it's not giving me the layout thing.
That's a good one. I don't know.
There's another one right
Look, they're all in the grass right there. Those are small.
Yep, host is back on the other account, switching layouts. Trying to figure this out. Literally won't let me. Alright, we'll see.
Over. This one's a keeper. Don't keep that one. The rest of them.
Good job, Grace.
Some of these are keepers, but we got
I'm waiting for us to go around the corner again and come up with a whole bunch of redfish.
might be the biggest one. Ooh, that's a big.
That's a good one, huh?
Yeah, I think that one.
That's why that's all redfish is.
Drop him in with his buddy.
There we go, folks. Excuse the background noise. Yo, anybody got proof of a globe? Globe isn't a property of a real world measurement. It's assumed. It's made up. It's a post-measurement hypothetical. Alright, let's run it up. Let's get it. Whoever thought that I would win. Appreciate the taps. Let's run it up. This is the Christmas tree solar pattern. And that's why in our winter, the sun is closer to the surface.
We got some good ones in there. Gonna go ahead and take off to the house. We got more than enough crabs.
What's good?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good. What are you talking about here?
The solar
What are we discussing?
analemma pattern. The solar analemma removed from the globe because it's only possible over the flat Earth.
Okay, so the analemma is the figure 8 shape that we will see traced in the sky over a 1-year period. Is that right?
Well, from the personal observer, it looks like a figure 8, but overall, the whole thing looks like this. But from underneath, yeah.
Okay, but if you trace it out, it looks like a figure 8. The first thing I want you to notice about the figure 8, host, is that it has a 3-to-1 quality to it. In other words, the bottom is 3 times the width of the top.
Just like Antarctica on a flat map, yeah, in the center of it.
Okay, now the reason for that is an expression of the sun orbiting around a globe, our Earth. In other words, we don't orbit the sun orbits us.
You can't just say it's proved randomly, it's proving around the globe. You'd have to prove that. Literally, the larger circumference does what on a globe? You can't say the larger part just proves the globe. But when I'm saying it matches the larger circumference on Gleason and the larger area, you know what I'm saying? So you would have to say what part of it. Is it the equator? Well, I mean, what would be the larger part on the solar analemma?
Let me try to simplify it with geometry.
Just explain it. Just answer the question. I don't need geometry. Is it the equator making that larger part? What it is that's a representation of a man's yearly path. In other words, we only move. I heard you, but you're not answering my question. So you said that bigger part is resemblance of a globe. What part? Because the equator's bigger, not the south. And that's the winter.
That represents the sun wrapping around Earth.
Right, but the larger part is
That's the larger part. The smaller part represents our movement in a year, which is only 14,000 kilometers, host. It's not, we don't move 600, whatever, 300 million or whatever it is. They said, if we were going around the sun, things would look radically different. So in this way, the flats are right. But when it comes to the analemma, it's de facto proof that we're a globe. But it's proof that the sun is orbiting us, not the other way around.
De facto sheriff appears to hold authority but doesn't. So it may appear to be, but you're just saying that's an assumption. So
I don't want to say it's proof, but it's strong evidence.
I'm telling you it's not evidence at all. You're just saying something. It's proof of a globe, but you're not describing what part. And geometry isn't at play here. We're in the sky.
Yes, geometry is at play.
We're in the sky.
Because all the objects retrograde. Just a minute. Hold on, I don't want to fight. What I'm trying to say simplifies everything if you listen carefully. When an object makes a loop in the sky, that means it's circling us. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Now, if something is circling us, it means very likely we're a globe.
No, it does not.
Okay, that's the way I interpret the loops.
Well, that's stupid.
The loops are the giveaway.
Based on what?
because when something is circling you, it will make a loop.
So
Anything, it doesn't matter. Like, let's just say,
it does matter. What part of the loop makes it separate than the loop it would make going over a flat plane or a flat disk? It's literally, it's not independent to your model. It could happen on either model. You can't just randomly say it's proof of a globe or it makes me believe more likely a globe. That's stupid. What part of it makes you believe that it's a globe? It could happen on either model. Just because it happened is not solely subject to the globe, sir.
okay, so my answer to that politely is that in order to reproduce that shape, now you can reproduce that shape digitally, but to make that shape happen on a piece of paper, there must be two things happening. One, it must be a round object, like say the lid to a spice jar, and it must be moving.
The lid to
and
a spice jar is
the
no
object
sphere.
must be circling it. And when you lift
Exactly.
up, it will make
like flat
loops.
Earth. A spice jar is a flat lid, like a flat Earth. So thank you for.
Well, in that way, it's only
Well,
a
it would work on a
2D
flat Earth,
expression of it.
Well,
Go ahead.
So we're expressing and describing everything on a flat Earth, but it's not flat. So yeah, you got nothing to
Well,
gain.
I'd also like to add
unless
to
you
your
can find
prompt.
any evidence that's conclusive just to the globe that wouldn't work on a flat Earth without straw manning and can actually be verified with like a spotlight and a flashlight or a pizza pan, which works every time. So yeah, it only would work. That larger part is the winner, is it not?
Well, what I'm trying to say to you is that the loops are an expression of orbiting objects. That's what they are. That's what it means. There's no other way to make that shape in the sky.
Assumption
Host.
fallacy. What do you mean there's no other way? You just said an example.
Literally, you cannot reproduce that shape unless we were moving.
No.
We
you
would
just said
have
you
to be in motion.
You just said you can do it on a 2D stationary spice jar lid, dude. Stop assuming you can't after describing we replicate it on such thing. That's stupid. You can't say an assumption fallacy that it wouldn't work.
Hold on, the lid has to be moving.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. In order to make the loop, otherwise you'll just make a circle around the loop.
The object would have to
If you're cutting out a cake circle, sure.
Cookie cut out of a globe. Yeah, I know. You're just saying the same things, brother. The object can move or the earth can move, but we aren't measuring the earth move. Now you're just randomly assuming that the flat disk has to move also. Maybe it does, but no, the flat disk, that's not conclusive. The object could move. The light is what's moving. The solar direction is what it's called. It's the planetarium. The stars are moving. We're not moving. The three-body problem, there's no orbit. You're not understanding. Let's try somebody else. It's that simple. I'm not wasting time on this straw man. It could be a globe assumption fallacy. You have no evidence that that's conclusive to the ground has to move and to prove orbit. You're assuming orbit. You're assuming all these things, and assumption or straw man that it's only on a globe. You can't do that. You can't beg the question like that. The three-body problem is still a problem for a reason. You can't prove orbiting bodies. You can't prove an orbit, that we're orbiting around this stuff and they're orbiting around us at the same time. You can't prove the independent motions. All we know is there's no measured motion of the ground, and I'm having this deja vu like experience right now, but no measurement of the ground moving. Michelson, Morley, and Einstein even parroted that, saying that experiment in Japan, he said, doesn't measure the Earth. There's no motion detected of the Earth. So you guys would have to prove all that stuff instead of assuming it, and saying, well, it's only a globe. Well, then you said, oh, well, I'm not saying it's proof. I'm saying that's what I believe. That's what makes the most sense to me, because you're just pretending that it makes sense. It's like saying, oh, well, Narnia makes the most sense to me, but I can't prove it. So anyone else want to try? Because, I'm sorry, but other people keep going and I don't do it. You bring science to prove these hypotheticals, then you could say something. You can't say that larger part is only conclusive to a globe without saying that somehow that's the equator, but you can't say it because everyone knows that's when it's at the south. Right? And then the tinier circumference is the north, which matches up to this and looks from underneath to be like a figure eight style thing. Right? But really it's not, because you're taking it at that same time every day. It's going to look like a figure eight in the time lapse. But if or, you know, that same time, if you did it at different times of day when the sun's going across, you'll get this. But you're doing it at the same time, showing that it moves further out towards the south. That's all you're doing with a solar observation time-lapse photo or video, folks. That's what's going on. If you want to talk about things other than the sun, but it's clear that you can't measure. They removed it from the globe. You can't measure curvature, spin, gravity, motion, the three-body problem, to even make the claim that it's remotely true that the analemma would work on a globe. You'd have to prove all these other hypothetical, pre-assumed, affirming the consequent, whatever language you want to use. You have to assume all these other things in order to pretend that it makes more sense on a globe. But in all the descriptions, to replicate it, it's flat. In all the depictions, it's flat. Oh, but then you randomly assume that the ground would have to be moving. Dude, you can't equalize something going, if we feel it at 1,000, if we feel it at 500, if we feel it at 80, or even 30 miles an hour, and you're telling me that we equalize at 1,000 and not feel it, that's stupid. So you would have to measure, something would be measuring it, something would be feeling it, and there is no such measurement. So anyone else want to come up? This is the solar analemma that cooks you guys. Yes, it looks like a figure 8 at the same time to that personal observer during the time lapse, but it's not a full time lapse. It's a time lapse photo collected from that time of day where the sun, for the most part, moves from that spot over time at that time of day. But if you do a whole time lapse every day for a year at a time and just watch this, we speed it up into, you know, a day's worth, and we just watch it all day, you're going to see this right here. Especially if you put all the different figure eights together, and then you put it at all the different times, it's going to look like this. It looks like a figure 8 from underneath, but from the outside it looks like a Christmas tree. So if anybody else wants to try, you're welcome to come up on the box. But he had nothing. I appreciate the likes, brother. It wasn't much, but yeah, you're just parroting the script and saying that I believe, which he did say at least once, I believe that it makes more sense on a globe. I don't want personal beliefs. I want undefeatable science. So it's not a personal belief that the earth is flat. It's undefeatable science that I have to stick with because it's undefeatable. And that's how science works.
That didn't take long. You got multiple crabs on there. I got them both.
Next.
Watch the size of that big old male right there. Nice. See them whole. It's always fun when they're biting fast like this.
Tune in to Revolt Radio 90.1, link in bio on DJ Dyko 28's bio. Go check it out right now from my 24-hour radio station. We're trying to get affiliates countrywide to rebroadcast the stream. If you got a low-power AM or FM broadcast that's not making money, that's not doing nothing, you're trying to do the news and nobody's listening because you're parroting the mainstream crap nobody believes anymore. The majority is not watching the regular news because they are not being truthful, and we got it all unfiltered, only censored for the wordy dirge not allowed by the SEC. But literally they said the Middle East content, the truth about it is free speech, and they can't regulate it when they try to take down a station before doing what we're doing. So anyway, come in the box. We're going to try to make sure the YouTube has been working. Alright, folks, come on up. Anyone else? Spam the comments, spam the likes. You have to prove all that stuff. He literally just said the loops, that bigger part is proof that it's a globe, and that's not how science works.
Cool, look at the size of that one. That's the biggest one.
YouTube's working.
Once you pop, you'll realize your girl is
Well, fair use. I want to play the beginning of the speech, but I don't want to get fucking the YouTube get restricted. I don't think there's any warning from me. Come on. Yeah.
some time for my heavy feet. 3.5 just to help me sleep. I do a bitch like
Don't prove your religion, folks. Come on now. I tested the YouTube. I'm coming in clear, even though this arcade is, and even though this AC, I hear myself clear as day. Shut up, guys. At least on the YouTube, it's clear. Which is literally just OBS restreaming the TikTok version of this on screen with the screen thing. So yeah, come on, folks. We better talk. I don't know what I've done, but it can't be deep. I don't think that she want me from me. Hey. I don't think that she want me from me. I don't think that she want me from me. I don't think that she want me from me.
I got you. Another one. Oh yeah. Full line to keep you busy. You don't need more than that.
if my feet on the pedal, just hold on. Yeah.
Come on now, let's go. The YouTube's popping. I hear myself clear on the YouTube. Maybe this tablet doesn't do it, but this phone will. 3.5. 3.5 is to help me sleep. Y'all know what it is. I only got my phone screen to work, so we got my other accounts. I just got banned again yesterday. Whatever, we're back. I don't know if you want me from me. Am I tweaking? Oh my love, it ain't all. I don't know why this dude, plant or not, this shit kind of addicted. Like when I'm celebrating, I want to put one of these bangers on and just like, yeah. But anyway, come on up in the box. I just cooked Honey Boo and dropped his ass. Because he's just like, well, you know, I still want it. Well, it's not proof, but I want to believe it's a globe. Hang on a minute, I don't want to get this one. My YouTube will get strike. Copyright.
I didn't realize they had another one on the bottom.
Big salute.
The one I got is huge. The one I got is big as male. Wait, they got two. They got two. Got them both. Got them both, three. I got a twofer. Two good ones. Two good ones.
Big salute, brother. You're welcome up. My YouTube's blowing up on the shorts, but I ain't been uploading as much as I should. So I'm looking for maybe one person to give access to that, just to upload the shorts. Somebody that's already viral and that knows how to just repost other people's shit. Not other people's shit, but the ones that's like all the other topics that they're wanting reposted. That get, you know, so they kind of took off reposts and stuff, even though the video and stuff like that is literally a regular video and live stream are about truth, reacting to truth, or doing, you know, podcast, whatever. The shorts are other people's reactions. And that kind of popped, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, salute y'all. Check out the YouTube shorts. other people's reaction on the last ones of China, mainstream news reaction on the files. Just blew up overnight, and I got 700 subscribers off that, realizing that if I posted 3 times a day and started popping like that, each 100,000 views would give me 700 plus subscribers on the YouTube shorts. Which I hadn't popped on YouTube in a while because I get banned for months there, and I can't upload or stream. So anyway, that's because certain things, certain speeches, everything else is still allowed about that. But you can't play certain speeches of certain people they demonize in our history. Anyway, Grand Rising, big salute, brother. Let's get other people in here. I don't know if they remember I have this account. It's been quite some time. It's been quite some time, like a few weeks. Right, anyway. We're on the YouTube too, so if you're listening or watching on the YouTube, you can go to the live chat and then switch it from likes to other emoticons and tap, 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 like you do here on TikTok, like you see Grand Rising doing. So yeah, you can do that over there. Big salute. I have 2 other accounts, one with a graffiti rocket logo like this, and a green one. If we could just keep the followers going up on those 2, we'll eventually get those set up for a backup live account. Y'all are welcome up in the box. Simple question, why do we fly 2 degrees nose up in a straight line? Where's the vertical speed? Where's the pitch? Where's the data? I don't want assumptions. If something going twice the speed that you are, you're not keeping up with it. You're not keeping up with the thunderstorm, but yet airplanes keep up with the spin of the earth. You're not keeping up with a 300 mile an hour motorbike if your police car only tops out 150, 200, folks. He's walking the dog and hopping over the road. You don't want, in Oklahoma, they actually have it in the law where they prefer you not to do that. To go after them when they take off, that you can't. That's what I was told. And I was told in Arkansas, which Google even confirmed Arkansas. I needed to double check Oklahoma, see if anything changed recently. But it's always been told to me in Oklahoma, opposite of Arkansas, which has a 0 tolerance policy, they will murk you. They will unalive you if you flee them, and they don't care. The state police, a lot of smaller departments or the metro departments, maybe not as much. But state police, Admiral Byrd, Trooper Byrd, LOL, joke. Anyway, Trooper Byrd, if y'all know about him, all you gotta do is just go with one video about Arkansas police or one meme about that, and you can read the comments of stories of encounters of Trooper Byrd. He's made a name for himself for trying to be one of these boss hog type ordeals, military-like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like if Major Payne maybe realized he could still, I could still do killing and training and rough, you know, teaching and doing it. As a police officer, I'm not saying directly, but anyway, that's a crazy story. Yeah, it's kind of wild. So anyway, if you want to come through your global living, I just think that's, you know, things are changing, everybody's changing, and the times are changing. So yeah, I don't know, I diverted, but the original point was that the metros are cool. Over here, they're cool. I don't know how it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if I'm going 300 miles an hour, hell no, nobody's keeping up with me. I'm slowing down quick enough to make turns and do shit like that, and to turn at intersections, there ain't no way, if you're going half my speed, that you're keeping up with me. So likewise, there ain't no way that a plane going half the speed of 500 miles an hour when the earth at the equator is 1,000 miles an hour, that I'm keeping up with that. And then all the weird zigzagging and all the weird shit, if I want to fly due north, but it's going east and rotating at 1,000 miles an hour and I'm going north, well, how the fuck can I just go straight north on a globe? How the fuck do you go straight north on a globe? Because you're not going with it. You're no longer rotating with the earth. Am I right, Grand Rising, if you're still in here? How am I still going with the earth at that point if the earth is at a different direction than me? Like, you know, it's like a basketball spins and then your hand goes over the other axis going north instead of the east and west spin of the basketball. You're not going to be able to just go straight north at that position. That position's gone by the spin. That position moves from beneath you by the spin, so technically you could say you're going west, I don't want to say northwest at an angle, but you're flying north, but you're also going to land west from where you were, so therefore northeast is the only option. Right? You can't go north, but you can go northeast. maybe. Or I just don't see how you're getting north from the equator if the spin. So anyway, there's all these different things. I watched that PBS documentary thing again, or the important parts of it again, came up, the 10-minute version of it, and I posted it to one of my TikToks here. But yeah, they were saying that back then in the 50s or 60s, that like you got this triangular angle where the sun goes out, and that can't be from Earth curvature because, you know, I mean, it has to be perspective because you wouldn't see it. Angled down and angled further, it would just dip behind the curve, and it wouldn't reveal itself in a triangular like perspective with a flat baseline. That is linear perspective. You can't work on a globe. So now we got globers. It either is linear perspective, you can't see it go over the curve, it refracts back up to eye level, or you got the globers that think there is no linear perspective. It can only be physical Earth curve, even though the horizon moves. Or you got the people that think it's both. You got the optical horizon and you got the physical curve of the Earth, and you can see them both at the same time. So which one are you? I'm just rambling through the trigger words and the magical globe words that you guys say to deflect from getting crushed or actually comprehending what we're saying, and just want to make us look stupid, because we've all probably been there at one point, or we've done that to a certain topic. But anyway, no, you gotta get past that, and then think critically for a second about all things I'm telling you. The trigger words like geodesy. How come y'all ignore plane surveying for geodesy? I read 10 manuals. All it took was one to say that geodesy is a flat X and Y, flat Cartesian coordinate system, assumed measured flat, curvature neglected in real-world application, curvature zero, measured zero, whatever. Coriolis neglected in real-world application. What's the other thing? Rotation neglected in most of these documents. They don't get that far. They get to the part where it talks about it, or they insert curvature after the measurement, or they talk about how curvature correction, this is what you would do on a sphere, but they don't get to the part where it's not real and they neglect it in the real world application, or they get off kilter with everything. Everybody would be out of tune, curving for the Earth. Every 1 degree per 9 miles based on an optical experiment, especially one that's a straight linear observation, a straight line, straight flat observation, straight angles and whatnots. So Honeyboo had nothing. Does anybody else have anything? You should be able to hear me better on this phone's mic. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't, let's see. We want to be different so bad. No, y'all want to be in the cave. There's an old story my grandma used to tell me, that when the guy went out the cave, they'd eat the occasional bug every now and then that come in. He found all this life, these plants, these fruit, the sun was healing. He came back to tell the others, and they unalived him. So this is what's going on. You don't want to break away from your indoctrination. You'd rather just pick on, bully, or unalive the flat earthers, which I got told to do so 2 days ago. So yeah, why am I being told that by people that can't part from, that are having a hard time admitting that we lie for free, but they're doing it for 70 million a day? So no, we don't want to be different. If it's just us wanting to be different for views, then the military is buying our cult beliefs. The Navy's buying it. They use it. The USGS uses it. Geodesy uses our cult beliefs in everyday application. The surveyors have been using it throughout all time, but it's just a flirt cult belief, right? But we've compromised all of them, right? You really got to put that as a part of what you're just saying right now, because that's their default position. It's our default position. So we've compromised the English language, a flat earth language, horizontal, horizon, whatever. All the other language that when you describe something, oh, let's go to the plains or the salt flats and go digging for No, we don't want to be different. We want everybody to stop trying to be different and individual and realize that we're all the same and that there's nothing new under the sun. You're trying to be different because you want the globe so you can prove something that we haven't proven yet. This idea that we didn't discover everything that we need to discover in regards to that. Yeah, we've discovered everything we needed. We don't need anything else. And that's not true. That's bullcrap. Again and again, we've discovered all this stuff that we're doing now, the levitating, the trains. They didn't build the trains. They didn't come up with the trains. They dug up the trains. The first railroads were like copper and they dug them up. So no, we're not learning anything. We're rediscovering the same stuff and then purposely teaching our people to forget this. It's stupid. Just decades later, again, to go, oh, never mind. Someone's done it. It's not stupid. Look, we have proof of it. Like we didn't before in the 1800s. No, we were sticks and stone builders that built all these buildings that they had to destroy. with sticks and stones and hatchets and shit like that, and rocks, knives, swords, I don't know. Then we had muskets. I don't believe that crap. For a second, you can't tell me that stuff's real. So come on, folks. Somebody lying. Oh, so people went up? Let's try it. So why do we want to be different so bad? It's measured flat. I hit accept.
Yo, so I think Earth is not flat.
Well, why? That's an assumption.
Alright, so why do you think the Earth is flat?
Well, you're the one that said you think it's not flat. I don't think it's flat. The default position is that the Earth was measured flat, and that in all surveying and anything, all the manuals say it's treated as it's measured flat, because it is, plain surveying.
It's not flat,
bro. One
bro.
part that talks about curvature correction, where you inject curvature after, but they all say it's neglected in real world application.
Nigga, suck my
That's
curvy
why.
butt, nigger.
So yeah, you got, that's all you got. You know, like I thought Young Thug gave us the pass with Ninja. I thought Mario Judah and whoever else gave us the pass. Nick Fuentes got us the pass. You're not doing anything anymore. It doesn't get me banned anymore. They're not offended anymore. We all got the pass. Any crackhead in the hood still trying to say you ain't got the pass, ain't with the culture, ain't, you know, don't know what's going on, don't know fucking history. You know, go get your check. What did 50 say? But anyway, we ain't got time for that shit. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Let me in. You knew I was a snake when you let me in. And then, you know, as soon as they get in, before we even get started, wow, the other dude. So was it Tyson? I think it was. He got blocked. I wonder if I can use that as a keyword. I don't want audible keywords though. We already got that with the AI. Young Thug said it. And by the way, Mario Judah didn't say it with a hard R. I'm native. I got the native pass too. I've had the native pass. Thanks for playing. So if you're going to be like that, then you get blocked too. Nick Fuente, all the black wankfoot people on TikTok, that's not a thing. You have to answer to them, not some crackhead in the hood. I'm just saying. Not that, you know, that there's not white crackheads in the hood saying you need to check in with Bobby on saying that shit too. But, you know, it's funny how somebody like me from the woods, or like, I don't know what happened with Chud the Builder, but I can already tell you what happened. I can already assume most likely what happened. He didn't get the pass. They got violent real fast. But people like Jen Lee, who is not identifying as a albino, doesn't get the pass. So we're not talking about it. This is a Flat Earth Live. This will get us bananaed. I'll get both of our accounts removed. I'm not doing it. I'm doing you a favor. But that's what it is. You have to answer to Kanye West, his occult following in literally every race, color, and creed right now is defending Kanye. And yeah, it's mainly a bunch of white people who are offended by other white people getting to say it. And natives getting to say it. Mexicans always got to say it. The Chinese can say it now. Why would I be offensive if I, you know, and say it with the heart? Like, why not just say it fluently like Nick Fuentes does? And why is that not good enough? Why does it have to be this? Like, they try to get, even certain black people from the hood try to get me to be a victim as a native. Like, you need your reparations. You need to get back for what? My brothers are junks, they're crackheads, or the ones that are doing something are doing just enough. They'll spend it all. You give them reps, it'll go all the fucking to booze and fun and party, all the native. I'm just telling you, they might actually expand their property, but they won't put it together and do nothing that benefits them outside of a corporation's control. So no, why would I need to be? I'm just saying, a lot of black people don't believe that crap, and we're all united that it was the Jays and not the white men, and they don't identify as white. So if you haven't kept up with that, I'm tired of people trying to get me on that when I respond that way, to say it doesn't do anything anymore, to come in and say, you know, that used to get you bananaed and used to be an offensive thing that would get people's life removed, and that's why they come up here to do it. It's wrong. the way that he's doing it. But I'm just saying it doesn't do that anymore. These code trigger magical words don't do that anymore. The majority isn't buying it. It's not a trigger thing that we go, oh my God, he's one of those. No, I've heard it a million times. It doesn't do anything anymore. So we all need to act like adults. If we all grew up on South Park and Family Guy and everything else, and let's focus on the shape of the earth. I diverted too long on a topic I don't even give a shit about. So gravity, thank you. Gravity hasn't been proven. That guy was stupid. I blocked him. Anyway, gravity was proven by nobody. The Cavendish experiment in his own description was measuring the density of the earth, not gravity. Gravity has 50 plus theories and types. You would have to isolate one as an independent cause and effect and an independent variable. That's why they changed it from the electrostatic gravimeter. Hey, that guy got blocked for saying that. I'm not defending that guy. I'm specifically telling him that it doesn't do anything, and people got offended and told me to say it. As if they was going to do something. They're not. Sorry, electrostatics are real. I can measure it with my voltage meter in a kite. I'm looking for science deniers. This is a science live. I don't deal with that shit. I was cooking that guy and cooking anyone that, if you're wanting to discuss the other word and the other topic, we're not doing that. I'll block people. I told y'all that I'm not trying to get bananas. Yeah, it's still a trigger word for TikTok, but not for people. Man, people live under a rock. We're never going to unite all the way if we got 10% living under a rock. Still being majority on the internet. Majority of that 10% still has access to the internet. You would think. I know it's the minority of the 10% on the internet. The majority doesn't. That's the problem. Majority of the 10% left that don't know what's going on barely has internet. So we have these things called cicadas, crickets, and grasshoppers and things like that make these noises. I've made it. I don't need to make a claim. We don't do claims. We have measurable. You're all the ones making claims. We're telling you it's not right. So what claim do you have? I'll make a claim. Geodetic surveying is not a global magic word. It's not spherical. It's flat. It's treated as measured flat in the manuals. Measured. So that's the key word here. And it says curvature neglected in real world applications. Flat X and Y Cartesian coordinate system. So can somebody explain to me why geodesy is thrown around loosely as a magical flat earth deflection as an opposition to plane surveying when it's not opposition, it's in direct parallel with plane surveying. And yeah, the nose would be measured to pitch down. Get a get a Hot Wheel plane and a basketball, and then go from North Pole to the equator and tell me that's not a 90-degree angle pitch. Or something like that. Whatever you call it. It's not a right angle turn. I don't understand. It most certainly never dips because we're on a flat earth. Yes, sir. Welcome to flat earth. Gravity doesn't prevent things from pitching. Dumbass. Sir. Because literally planes going on, you can literally barrel roll and do everything else. I can make a plane go down and up with the nose. And you're telling me that it doesn't in long distance. Then that's delusional. You can't assume that it wouldn't. You'd have to measure that with an instrument, and you guys can't. You can only measure a flat line. So, what does that mean? Oh crap, I don't know what that is. It's a big horsefly looking thing. What the fuck? I want y'all to see it. Ooh, please. I can't get the camera to flip, folks. Oh, it is flip. What is that? Oh, let me zoom. It's not letting me zoom. What the fuck is that? I almost had it. What the fuck is that? Zero measurements, all plane surveying and geodetic surveying. And the ocean's been measured 19 years at a time. The seafloor is measured half flat, half of it. The abyssal plains, any plains flat. All of, if not 90% of Australia, from Canada to Mexico, it's flat, no curvature. And Australia is now flatter than a pancake like Kansas. Thanks for playing. You can't just assumption fallacy, no flat Earth measurements. An opposing globe measurement. We would need an opposing globe measurement, but it's treated as flat because it's measured flat. I accepted whoever had the lady in the profile picture. Judah, that's gotta be a troll. A lot of assumptions going on here. Nope. Globe's the only thing with an assumption. It says curvature neglected. In the manuals, I have them on my computer in there. So why would the basically majority of the manuals for surveying, for planes, whatever, say curvature neglected in real world application, or curvature zero, rotation zero, non-rotating atmosphere, flat Earth? I got 24,000 documents, military, government, whatever. It's unrebutted fact that the Earth is measured flat and treated as such. You guys have to find something that we don't assume that is wrong 90% of the time and start injecting curvature. Barron said we inject it post-measurement. So what do you have against my flat plane surveying? Half the seafloor, Canada to Mexico. How do we prove on the ground, not with the sky, not with the sun, but on the surface, that there's a bulge in Kansas in the middle, it bulges from one side to another, when all of our universities said it doesn't. That measured it. Texas State, Texas Christian, and there's a third or fourth that was involved. They said there is no bulge, and IHOP Pancake has bulge, way more bulge to the center than Kansas does. I think that's more than 3 miles. I think it's more than 69 miles. Where's the curvature, folks? It's not measured. It's done after the measurement. How many manuals do we have to put up? Curvature correction, look up line of sight error and curvature correction, right? And ask the AI if that's a direct measurement or if that's injecting curvature post-measurement. It'll tell you. The manuals tell you. Then it'll tell you if you scroll further down in the manual, curvature zero, or neglected. So what am I assuming? You're projecting your assumptions.
Alpaca. What'd you think, Andy? You had a fun day? Yeah, how many questions?
Well, let's start with this, since I don't understand. I've accepted 2 people that are ghosts. I think you're probably the last one.
7 dozen?
Because, I mean, look, man, linear perspective only works on a flat Earth. It's supposed to be curving down. Refraction's a downward thing. The curve of the Earth is a downward thing. Therefore, there's no upward ramping. And I accept it, and you're not there. I don't know what happened. Try again. But, yeah, there's no upward. You can't deny linear perspective. Because it doesn't align with the globe model. Refracting up to eye level to make it appear flat is impossible. If refraction's a downward optical thing, and the curve of the Earth is a downward optical thing. No, it doesn't. Mick, M-I-K, he came in the live a week or 2 ago with saying it was upward, saying refraction or something. And his AI that he pulled up to support him, Google AI, said refraction doesn't behave while refraction's a downward thing. And he was an upward guy. And we were laughing at him because his source said downward, he didn't even read it. So now you can Google it. Refraction's a downward thing. Doesn't lift anything optically. Up to eye level, we can't replicate refraction in a controlled environment. So I would have to see that. Yeah, but atmospheric conditions. The horizon does appear in some places, or leads to buildings to kind of slightly look different throughout the day. But that's it. Goes back to the same position. That's horizontal atmospheric conditions. Let's try another one. I accept it, dude. Alright, nothing. Not in Mississippi. And yeah, you see, look, they always go read a book. That proves they're not reading books. Because if they read one book about the shape of the earth, they would, people that really measure the earth, they would know it's neglected. Curvature, spin, Coriolis, rotation. And that they measure it flat. So yeah, here's a book. Elementary surveying. Surveying for dummies. I don't know. Your Department of Transportation manual. Same thing. Flat measurements. Curvature assumptions. Assumptions are neglected because there's no result verifying the assumption to inject curvature after the measurement. That's why the curvature thing that automatically corrects in the digital theodolites is off when you first turn it on. The default settings are off. Thanks for playing. And I'm not from Mississippi, so try again. Plain surveying, buddy. Yeah. Hundreds of books on it. You want to try again? Because the upward force of buoyancy, right? An upward force. There's a buoyant point where weight over a certain weight and size and density that violates that upward buoyant point, and it changes with the heat and temperature inside the container. So if you look, there is no gravity. It's debunked simply by a density thermometer. So you got density, Archimedes principle, and buoyancy, and upward force. And then you got the weight of 3 cars on your back from the air pressure, holding you down against that. And you're weighing heavier than objects that float, than helium or whatnot, more dense. So you have all these factors in that gravity's this thing that your own scientist in the video said, we lied to you. We lied to you. Gravity's this thing that pulls. It's actually space-time that pushes. I'm going to say the ether, because that's but I can prove that it's the weight of 3 cars of air pressure on your back. You should honestly research flat earth before slinging insults. Exactly. Plain surveying. They use flat earth. Go to dtic.military.mil. Somebody said, I don't think that's a real. It literally says MIO. It says Department of War. At the time it said Department of Defense. What are you talking about? It's a real website. Go look at it. All you gotta do is go to that website, folks. Type flat earth and get 20,000 results. 20,000 results. And one result for monopole or monodipoles or whatever. Monopoles and dipoles. It said a flat ground disk. Fuck! And then there's some that say flat earth validated, flat earth verified, things like that. If you want just language instead of assumption, which is like in 1 or 2 documents. And other documents, a handful say approximation. What's that mean, approximately? Like basically it's flat, but basically it's flat, but we don't know how flat, it's just like, it's flat, but approximately, I don't know, whatever, it's approximation. It's not wrong, so try again. Thanks for playing. Exactly, just because it's in a book doesn't make it facts. Welcome to Flat Earth. Plain surveying is literally how we measure everything on the Earth. So welcome. That's where you go out in the real world. And look how they do everything. They're neglecting the curve of the earth. Exactly. Because some books are wrong, right? You're going to say plane surveying that we use every day and has to be 100% accurate is wrong? And NASA is correct? Or your science book in school is correct on that part? Yeah, because you're denying it for pseudoscience. Saying that my book is wrong, that we use in real world application, that your book that's neglected in real world application is more real world than my book. That's what you're arguing with that. And that's a delusional argument that goes in circles in order for it to even to have time of day. So yeah, you can't get past it. I'm going to repeat myself. So see, now I'm talking to a flat earther. Now I'm repeating nonsense, exactly. You can't go against that. You're repeating nonsense. You're trying to tell me literally. If it's in a book, doesn't make it facts. But yet my book's used in everyday application and yours is not. So how's that nonsense? I'll keep repeating myself until you admit that it's not nonsense, that you're just believing a lie. Because it's not. Third graders, middle schoolers, and high schoolers are aware that that's not nonsense. You tell them that, well, this book is used in real world to measure and build on the earth, to fly on the earth, to navigate with ships on the earth. And their book isn't. And in the real world book, real world we approximate and assume it's flat. And use the flat earth books. But in classroom, these people keep promoting that they use globe books. So why wouldn't it make sense that if in the real world we use this, it's part of the real world? Son, if I had a kid, son, doesn't it make sense that it's kind of stupid to say that the book that we use in the real world is not from the real world and it's nonsense? Topographical. It's a topographical horizontal plane. The majority of it flat. What are you talking about? It's like how about come in the box? And prove your religion. Come on, folks. All the manuals say that curvature needs to be injected after the measurement. It's not a property of it's ignoring the raw measurement. Barron last week finally admitted after, it's a measurement, you don't understand. Barron, I got all the manuals, give it up, guy. It's like, fine. It has to be done that way. You have to assume that the Adelaide's wrong 99% of the time and correct for it. Finally. Thank you, Barron. Come on, y'all. Come prove me wrong. Can't be done. It can't be done. You know it is flat as fuck. What the hell is this shit? Clinging to fake religion that says that we're spending multiple fields of science. You're the one. Nope. Plane surveying. NASA treats it as flat. NASA Aeronautics treats it as flat. Let's see. The Navy treats it as flat. The Air Force, the Marines, the military, the Navy pilots, the Navy flight divisions, the Navy flight training manuals, the Navy plane manuals for the aircraft. Nope. It's quite the opposite. Burden is on you guys. And it's big and heavy. And your bones are cracking at the weight of it. Your knees are going out. Your hips are fucked. Surgery ain't gonna fix this weight. Burden is on you. See, simplification, that's a deflection word. That's another magical word like y'all used to use geodesy. You still do, but it's flat. It's the same thing. At first it was plane surveying. Does account for curvature after a while. Nope. Neglected 0. Oh, well, geodesy survey. Nope. Neglected 0. Oh, well then what? You got nothing else. There isn't a third type of surveying. There isn't a third type that does spherical in a real world application. Nope.
So do you want to see all the reports that don't use that simplification? Or are you going to just cherry pick the ones you think support you? Which is it?
What simplification? We don't simplify circles into straight lines. That's stupid.
We're talking, you said all the NASA reports show flat, non-rotating Earth. Now let me show you all the reports that don't use that simplification. You're not an engineer. You don't understand why that simplification is used because you're...
No, all those reports will say neglected in real-world application. The simplification is stupid. You don't simplify a circle into a straight line. They're two different shapes. Size doesn't make physics change. Try again. You got muted. You're triggered. Thanks for playing.
Excuse me. So you're just going to ignore all the reports that don't use that model?
Measurements.
That's called cherry picking. That's called science.
No, it's not. What you're doing is projecting
That's called science denial. You're an idiot.
No, you're cherry picking science that we don't use in real world application, good sir, and projecting it onto flat earth. They use flat earth approximation in every type of surveying, engineering application whatsoever. And they use the flat earth approximation for everyday application in NASA too. Even in those documents, it'll say neglected. Quit talking over me and being triggered and saying I'm an idiot denying science. So I don't want pseudoscience we don't use in everyday application. If it's not used, or if it's neglected, then it's pointless and most likely doesn't exist. Thanks for playing. I don't know who I don't recall accepting him, but someone else want to give it a shot. Someone else can try, but you're triggered. What reports? Because I can pull up some of those same reports and find the part where it scrolls down and says neglected, not measured, or ignored in everyday applications, and you're ignoring the everyday in the real world, real science ignores this. So you want to admit that you've got pseudoscience that's rejected by everyday surveying and engineering and other everyday applications, all branches of military, 24,000 flat earth documents for a few documents, a handful, assuming a globe. Yeah, we don't simplify things into different shapes to make it simple, easier to understand. That doesn't make logical sense. You're cherry picking, good sir. The default position is flat. It looks flat. It's measured flat. Curvatures assumed after, calculated after with math during the correction stage. Barron admitted that finally. He's finally admitting it has to be done that way. No, it doesn't. It's ignored. It's neglected. The USGS maps and manuals neglected. The Department of Transportation manuals in every state neglect it and say that it's post-measurement. Flat grid system. The X and Y is a flat grid system. Thanks for playing. Yeah, I ignore them because they're not measurements. So you get muted. And you'll get removed too. I got 10 accounts on this phone. So yeah, your flag button thing won't work. You're not providing science. You're cherry picking and projecting it. You're trying to project and accuse me of the very thing that you guys have been doing. Now that we found out that it's the majority, that in everyday application, when we look at both of those documents, your documents versus mine from the same source, which one is used in everyday application and in the real world? They can't ever answer that. So they're going to be triggered and accuse me of everything but what they're doing. A triggered ego, and cherry picking, projection, deflection, rejection, ad hominems, and talking over. I'm not denying science. I'm denying pseudoscience. Gravity is a pseudo force. Curvature is not real. Just because a basketball has curve doesn't mean the earth curves. That's a straw man. Yeah, long distance navigation in the south in a larger circumference. Anyway, what are you talking about?
And this beautiful little spot. And I'm gonna eat some lunch. Enjoy some amazing weather.
What part am I lying about?
We set the map a little further back that way.
Let's see what this guy's profile.
Big crab.
See, you're a philosopher, right?
Not that big right now.
Just a thinker. You just think things without you don't have to prove them. That's what a PhD is. It's a philosophy degree. So again, you could have credentials in engineering, or you could have a philosophy degree. You could have surveying degrees. You could have went to school for surveying, or you could just get a philosophy degree in literally every subject. I could get a doctorate or a PhD, right? Can I not get a PhD in music? Am I docking boats into dry vessel? Philosophy is cool, but when you research the most of the ancient philosophers believed, like Aristotle, in a geocentric celestial sphere with a flat disk in between the 2 points that were on top one side, possibly an underworld underneath. So I'm not lying. You can't accuse me of lying if you got the hypothetical model that lost in court twice. Flat. Again, parallel. That's my point. You're talking about a type of coordinate system with parallels. There is no parallel. You're the one that doesn't understand. Plain surveying neglects curvature. You guys assume it has to be there and consider that they should inject it afterwards on paper, but they neglect it and don't do that. Barron's the only one doing that. Again, if you got parallel coordinates, that's flat coordinates. If there's no altitude change or no vertical pitch, or no pitch, no altitude change, I don't want to hear it. Another flat projection. These are projections. I look at what's used to navigate reality, like the flight navigation in the southern hemisphere. What map is that? It's like literally a cut of a Gleason. Like, what are you talking about? What's a flat Cartesian coordinate system doing on a globe? We have to account for that horizontal dip, or that vertical dip, off of the horizontal. It can't be a flat graphing paper.
Look, I got a net.
Oh no, get away from that stump. Oh my goodness. What a great crabbing day.
It's not kind of crab we're looking for, but hey, those work.
Oh my goodness.
Nicely done. I think it's gonna be a keeper. Oh yeah, easy.
Wouldn't you know? Same thing. You can Google this.
3 1/4. Put them in ice.
The Lambert projection is a projected flat coordinate system that converts the 3D Earth into a 2D Cartesian coordinate X and Y for easting and northing. A cone or a flat plane. So why wouldn't we just assume that we're a flat disk instead of all this middle gymnastics? You're saying that it's converting a sphere into a flat. You can't convert a sphere into a flat because then you don't have the horizontal and the vertical. You don't have horizontal turns and a vertical turn over the curve to account for on a flat map. So it's not accurate for distance or anything. For mileage or to prove if sea level's different for everybody when it's treated as one altitude. 500 above sea level is not different for everybody. It's treated as the same altitude uniformly across the land. But again, flat. So what else? Now he diverts back to parallels. Now he's diverting to what's a LOC chart. He's wanting LCC chart. He wants us to do all the homework for him. He's trying to find a gotcha on something I don't know what it is when I've researched this for 5 years. Literally thinks that if he can recite more information on the memory game, that he's smarter than me. If he can find something I don't know, when everybody can find something on anybody that they don't know. You don't know everything, I don't know everything. The more you learn, the less you know. So stop projecting intelligence that doesn't exist, the IQ fallacy, the list goes on. I don't care about conic projection. That's a deflection term. We don't. You just ignored everything I said. It's a flat coordinate system. So if they use this map and they don't use your map, then thanks for playing. If the pitch data is not there from the aircraft and it's showing a flat line with no altitude change while they're at level, thanks for playing. Cool story, bro. Doesn't measure the Earth. It wouldn't be like Hertzfeld, would it? That last name? You know? A weird transgender scientist from Berlin that wasn't German, but yet somehow the Germans got blamed for what? Never mind. Unrelated topics. I'm just saying. It's Hebrew cosmology. That was my only point. Flat Earth with a dome. The complete Jewish Bible. Whether that's you or not, I don't know if you are on point. Apparently my DNA's got like 0.2%. Somebody lied. But yeah, all religious cosmology is a flat with a dome. The complete Jewish Bible uses dome instead of firmament. This isn't a religious live. It's measured flat by plane surveying. I'm just thought, assumed that might be descendant like me. I don't know. Oh, never said I did. I said it's irrelevant. I didn't say I didn't know what it is. Again, you're assuming because I wouldn't say it. You're just going to go in and assume that I don't know what it is because you can't wait any longer and want to get a gotcha while you're over here nut-eyeing like a child. Where's the measurement of curvature, good sir? Otherwise, I'm just going to be a host and ignore most of the chat and just listen to the people that are actually engaging with the conversation and not triggered. My life's a lie. It can't be a lie. Well, my life's a lie too, and it is what it is. I accepted it. You just can't accept it. So, you're triggered. The last two guys up here were triggered. Sorry, who hurt you? What college was it? Because you assumed that we didn't. Anyway, what college hurt you? I'll tell you, all of them hurt me, in a way. Because this bullshit. And other things. It's weird that a lot of Globers now agree with us on majority of conspiracies, but just not this one. This seems to be the hardest one for some of you guys to realize how big and deep this rabbit hole goes. But even Truth Bomb, he claims to be a real person and a civil engineer. He believes me on everything else. He co-signs my views on war and how it's wrong and how there's no excuse for it, no defending it, that it's not political, it's not up for debate. And he's a civil engineer denying his own flat measurements like Barron. Uh-oh. Greetings. Greetings, German Shepherd. You're welcome up. I don't know why my brand new screen is already glitching up. Oh, I was just saying that was a different topic. It's not a measurement. Stop deflecting. Well, the profile looks very thinning at the top, the sideburns behind or in front of it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can go to whatever topic I want that's allowed on this app that won't get me bananaed. Okay, did you know that there's a Right to Travel Act? You're probably going to say that I'm stupid and should be locked up, but we finally won enough cases and got somebody to get bills actually into the legislature to be sponsored, and majority coming to a state near you, if not of states right now, like, you know, removing the license requirement and the punishment for not registering or paying taxes for an automobile, for non-commercial conveyance. So that means you can now get all your three-wheelers, your trikes, when this goes through, and build go-karts with your dad and kid again, and go right around town in the neighborhood and cruise night and everything else. They can't do nothing but maybe disturbing the peace for being loud, but not for solely being on the road. They can fuck off. So anyway. Oh, you get it. So you know. So welcome to Flat Earth. You have a religious belief of the globe. I don't use religion. I use science. But you know, I just assumed that your last name was from a Flat Earth religion, and that profile picture was a person from, you know, a Flat Earth religion that's being questioned right now, that publicly denies its religion is Flat Earth cosmology. It's called the Hebrew cosmology for a reason. But if that's not you, then I'm sorry. I just Hertzfield, just assumed. You know, like you're assuming curvature when there isn't any measured curvature. We can assume things. If you can assume things that aren't real, or that might not be real just by looking. It appears to be that, but just off the naked and me not knowing nothing about the different types of fields, Crutchfields, Smithfields. So nothing personal. I just was assuming that maybe that one was similar to a Hertzfield. Well, that's cool. I get attacked every day. I got told to unalive myself because I cooked somebody and told them that geodesic, or that it's not used in real world application. You come up just to tell me that I need to unalive myself. So yeah, I can attack the name. If my name gets attacked, or if I get attacked, I'm not attacking you personally. I'm not even attacking the name, but I could. It's my life. It's my house. I'm just simply questioning if that's you, why deny the cosmology of your religion, but it's not, so we'll move on. Right? You didn't say it was, so I'll assume now that it's not. Because you didn't that and say that Hebrew cosmology isn't flat, like typical people with Hebrew-style cosmology, Christians, whatever it is, anything, you know, that has that cosmology that's listed as that, usually deny that right off the rip. And then get into like, I'm not even religious, or I am religious, and you're wrong. I'm a pastor, or I'm a religious scientist that believes in both. I get all angles that deny flat Earth, but you can't. It's the real world application. It's the religious standard. It's the default position. So yeah, I'm not twisting it for cartoons. I'm having crazy deja vu and smells I didn't smell since I was a kid today, folks. Any of y'all that know they shut off CERN and all this shit's coming back? Well, this shit is weird all summer long. I don't know about it. I've been inside, but now I'm outside and the sun feels different. At least today it feels way different than it ever has. Yep, cool. Airplanes fly in straight lines, while 2 degrees up for the lift. The vertical speed 0, horizontal speed, hundreds of miles an hour. So naturally, that we Google it, that map is going to also be based on a flat Earth, based on the flat measurements and the fact that the plane doesn't nosedive. It's only going horizontally left and right. It drops in altitude at a nosedive, but yet it'll hit the ground if you continue to constantly nose. Let's say you were tipping the plane. The black box failure proved this isn't true, that you don't have to manually correct because they were still going straight at 2 degrees up. They weren't increasing or decreasing in altitude, so the black box wasn't correcting for it. Then y'all diverted to the gimbal 15 degree per hour drift on the driver's, or the other part of it, which is the latitude nut. That's allegedly without evidence. You're just assuming that it clicks 15 degrees back. Why not just assume that it doesn't move? Instead, that it stays there and then it goes back in to line back up after you get to, no, or whatever you want to say. It's moving 15 degrees with the Earth. No, the Earth isn't moving, and that latitude nut's not moving. If it is moving, it's moving outside on its own, and then it's decalibrating the gyroscope 15 degrees per hour from the aircraft, since the gyro's not, since some sources say it's nudging the gyroscope. The gyroscope moves when you move it, or when the plane moves it. That device isn't moving it, the gyroscope moves. So that thing would be correcting it incorrectly. It would be doing it, and the pitch of the aircraft would be off when you do a barrel roll and things, or whatever. Pitching, actually that's front and back. You get what I'm saying? It would be off when you would try to do a front flip or a back flip, because it'd be 15 degrees per hour would be like an increase of speed if you try to loop like you would at the curve of the Earth at a short distance. So you would get all these things that would show up on there and account for all that and screw things up, but it doesn't. It accounts for a flat plane because it is a flat plane. It accounts for going up to go over higher topography, and it accounts for going down to fly low on the other side of that higher topography. Mountains, hills, valleys, slopes. They're all horizontal and parallel to each other, folks. Just different altitudes. Nope, the globe is assumed. Look it up in that, whatever you can put in the comments. It treats the Earth as flat in real world applications because it is. And the globe's assumed by people like you. Why does it say that? I've researched all that, brother. That's all I'm admitting. It does nothing. I looked up the thing, one of the things you said, and it uses the same flat Cartesian coordinate system because what? Geodetic surveying or something? I got military geodesy manuals. You got nothing. I take a shit on your little curvature correction with the raw measurement. Come in the box. Prove your religion. Oh, we got Blue Jay again. Nope. Blue Jay's gone. Anyone else want to try? And with that, he runs. Because he's just parroting, he's cherry picking little things that say globe in it, or spherical or something, ignoring the real world application, the everyday, the majority, what people are outside, who are outside are saying, read book, right? read a book, right? I am reading books. You're reading the wrong ones. I've read both books. You're only reading your books. Read both sides, and you'll find you're reading the wrong ones. But he won't do it. I'm supposed to take all the stuff he throws, but he won't even look at mine. He won't even look that his stuff agrees with me, and not him. So I don't know. Stop throwing flat earth evidence and saying it proves the globe. That's a straw man. So, the Knightsfield, he's gone. He ran. Who else wants to run when they get there? You know, he wouldn't even come in the box. Other two got dropped for coming up triggered, ready to attack, or saying things. The other three, sorry. Anyone else want to come with actual, everyday, measured, real-world application science? We're in the real world. We're not in Narnia. I don't want assumptions here. I don't want square earth, cube earth. I don't want concave, globe, none of that. I want what we use and measure and see every day. We see it flat. We measure and treat it as measured flat. We fly flat and we boat flat. That's just how it is. We're turning horizontally on the water. I've been in boats all my life. Horizontal, left and right turn like a car, not a vertical, like going over a hill. Or there would be a higher point in the boat. You would go down another point where the boat motor would have to be all the way down. You would have to get some momentum and then arc up and then zoom, you slow down like a truck does on a hill, or going over the curve of the hill, which is a small scale version of the curve of the earth, right? But the physics are different with size. It's not the same thing. When the curve of the earth gets big, it doesn't act like the curve of the hill. It acts like a flat plane. You don't understand. Deja vu strong today, folks. My brain is on fire. Million a mile an hour. There's Blue Jay. Let's try again. How many poles on a spinning ball? Who cares? It's not a spinning ball. Oh, no. He tried this crap yesterday or the other day. On a basketball, there is no poles. The poles are caused by the way the land conforms. So the equator could be where the North Pole could have its own equator instead of a North Pole, but no, they decided to put two poles there because there's a magnet there. Since a basketball doesn't have a magnetic north, therefore we can't say a basketball has a pole anywhere. So on a spinning ball or on your globe model, where would two poles be, hypothetically? Because I could put the pole through anywhere. I could put 10 of them. I don't know about 10 of them. I could put multiple poles through a ball. I could stick sticks all over it like Aristophanes allegedly did, right? But yet you're saying, where are the poles? Like there's only one spot or two spots that could have a pole going through it on a ball, which is not a globe. It's a ball. A spinning ball, right? Let's get semantics out of the way, right? Yeah, so yeah, exactly. God told me, no, that ain't God. So see, I cooked his little semantic word games, and he runs too. Damn, he said, God warned me, peace, brother, like you're gonna run too, right? Damn. Like, come on, I'm doing the same thing you're doing. A spinning ball, right? Not a globe. We know how the globe works. Now let's understand the science behind a spinning ball in reality. We know how the globe should work. Now let's get the spinning balls in science. Let's put gravity in a spinning ball, shall we? Come on, sir. You can come up, Blue Jay. I hit accept before, but it was ghosted. You left and tried to come back. Here's Santana. Let's see. Santana, what? Santana, flat a globe. And why do you think it's a globe, if so? Or why do you think
I think it's a globe because I'm not retarded.
Well, you'd have to be retarded to think it's a globe, because a globe's all assumptions, assuming curvature after the measurement, denying surveying. Barron said the instrument's wrong 90% of the time. That's pretty stupid and retarded.
It sounds like you've been smoking the crack too much.
So you don't have science?
No, I have science. Science says the earth is round.
No, it doesn't. They treat it as flat. Geodesy is flat, plane surveying's flat, and you said I'm on crack. So, yeah, what's wrong with you? All you got
Yeah, you know how big it is?
And size doesn't change physics. All you have is deflections.
It kind of does, actually.
No, it doesn't. So make a ball bigger and make a basketball change physics and hold water to it just by size and gravity.
Yeah, it's called gravity, dude. Which way? Do you know which way down is?
Yeah. Can you isolate gravity and stop ad hominem? Sorry. Can you isolate gravity? Now Mod's muting. Hey, calm down, Mods. Let him talk if he's going to actually do it. But he already said two things that would normally get somebody removed. I'm not retarded if I believe what's in the real world.
Yeah, gravity holds water to the globe, dude.
Nope, you can't prove that. Gravity's got 50 types and theories that's never been proven as an independent cause and effect. Your own
50 types of theories, huh?
In Japan, that scientist said that we lied to you. Or that Japanese scientist said, we lied to you. It's
that
actually
Japanese
space time pushing
scientist,
down. So no, nothing's pulling the water to it.
That Japanese scientist, huh? So
you know who it
nothing's
is.
holding the water down.
That
Then why
one with
is
the
it
spiked
floating away?
hair, the gray hair that kind of goes out like a, you know what I'm talking about. I can play the clip. I have it right here.
So
Somebody put his name in
you
the
saw
chat.
a video on YouTube, and now it's
One of your top physicists saying they lied to you. Yeah, of course. I'm going to believe him because it's never been measured. Neil deGrasse Tyson said it. We don't know what it is.
Oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson said it, huh?
So why are you appealing to pseudoscience and ignoring real reality? We got buoyancy and density that's measured. Electrostatics, or the weight of air is 3 cars on our back, and so we need gravity on top of that.
How much meth do you smoke?
0. Why are you attacking me ad hominem?
You must be smoking something
because you got no opposing science. Why are you stop being
doing
a child?
Incoherent.
Why are you attacking me ad hominem? 3rd time you did it.
Because you're being stupid.
Why are you at it? Stop
doing a lot of weird rambling.
No, I'm answering you directly, and you have no counter thing.
It doesn't make any sense. You're
counter me instead of ad hominem, or I'm blocking you.
Counter what?
Everything I'm saying. The plane surveying, the neglected curvature. See, you're not even listening.
What surveying? You didn't present any surveying.
Counter what? Because he's not listening.
I told you.
What did I say?
Do you know how big the globe is?
See, you said what? Prove science. Prove anything with size changes and slows down and gets different. You also think when it increases in size, then things appear to be slower going the same speed. You can't prove that either. Semi-trucks don't appear to go slower. They appear to go the same speed at 80 miles an hour. But a Globe yesterday said that's not true. It appears to look slower like the Earth, and that's why a 500-mile-an-hour plane appears to keep up with a 1,000-mile-an-hour spin. You got nothing. That's why you're saying I'm on meth. Thanks for playing.
Well, you sound like it.
I've never done that in my life.
You're just regurgitating a bunch of nonsense.
What does meth sound like? What does meth sound like? Regurgitating
sounds
nonsense?
Like you, dude.
No, what does it sound like? Describe it. Regurgitating nonsense isn't a sign of meth. Like anyone can regurgitate nonsense. Plain surveying cooks you. Curvature neglected.
Because you're doing a bunch of incoherent rambling and it's not making any sense. You haven't made any claims. You just spat out a bunch of weird words that you don't understand.
You're the one making a claim and I'm proving it wrong. It's incoherent because you don't have the coherent, to understand it. Because you don't have the comprehension skills to understand basic, simple English language. Dictionary definitions and everyday applications.
I don't think you understand what you're talking about.
That's the problem. If everyday application treats it as flat and neglects curvature, then where's the curvature?
Everyday applications don't need to take that into account.
All engineering and surveying, all the manuals.
They don't need to.
The USGS, the Department of
Transportation. The globe is big enough so that
the globe's big enough that we can treat it as flat. Yeah, I think you're on meth, brother. I think you need to get out of the basement, put the fries in the bag, and read a book. Wow. Ad hominems. What's up, Brian? We could try him again if you want, but that's all he's got. He's not countering me. I'm countering him, though.
And you did a hell of a job at it, too.
I hope so. I hope I'm speaking the English.
I mean...
I'm using the big words, right? Come on.
It's just interesting. I have blueprints sitting right next to me. And the blueprints, all of them show me in every way out of these 50 houses, everything in it is all flat and level. House is flat, built flat and level. The next house next to it, built flat and level. The sewer line that I'm tapping into, built flat and level.
So real quick, would you say in everyday application in your job that you completely neglect curvature of the earth? 0?
There is no curvature. It's complete
So yeah, so you're not
lie.
accounting
Why
for
am
it
I-
whatsoever because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, there is no existing in any factor because I can go from where I'm at in Florida inland and the numbers didn't change again.
So you're not injecting it afterwards either on notebook paper like Barron does, right? Or you get fired. You're not putting that as the final result. You're using the raw data, right? That's all you need.
Yeah, because the numbers that I have for
And you don't assume real quick. You don't assume that raw data is wrong 90% of the time either. Like Barron said, finally admitted last week after screaming all day saying it's a measurement. He finally said we have to do it that way because we have to assume that the Adelite's wrong 90 to 99% of the time. Whatever he said, 90 something percent of the time. And we all laughed at him and said, I don't understand. But so that's not true either, right? In your professional opinion? Real quick.
And everything that I look at every day and a blueprint from a outlet from a house to a sewer tap in, I'm just dropping it a little bit as we go. I have 12 inches of dirt I have to have covering over my pipe. I mean, I can't over exceed that bubble. If I do, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner stays and the water disappears. So why am I only touching one line on the bubble? One line on that level.
And in the chat, they don't account for it. It says they have to inject it post measurement. Then later on, it says neglected in those manuals. So if you read the whole manual that you're quoting those out of, or read any other manuals, you would see that. Continue, sir. Sorry.
No, you're fine in every way. I mean, even my transit, my grade rod, the piece of equipment that it hooks up to, I go around my grade rod, I get my shots, I go into the CAD system. It shows me that I'm 6 inches higher to the right side corner of the property and 6 inches lower. And I take the dirt from the high side and I push it to the low side. And then I go back and I shoot it again, and it's perfect. All four corners would be a 9.01. 9.01.
Like I've been doing in people's backyards here at the lake, or their houses, their lake homes, their barn dominiums. Yeah, same thing. I have to do the same thing with the dirt and account for that. So if there's curvature, I would have to see that.
Come on!
In the roads. What the heck?
Piece of shit.
Must be driving down the road.
Uh-oh.
I mean, all of it's, I mean, even these pictures that I have, they're all aerial photographs of these houses. I even have property lines on it too. I can get the square footage of what this is. I can get the square feet of what this is. Something's not making sense when they think that there's curvature added in. Oh, it's too small, too local. Well, I just drove 2 hours away to go do the exact same job I just did 2 hours on the west
Are you in
coast.
construction?
Yes, I do construction for a living. Yes, sir. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm not here to.
Yeah. Because when you measure it out to make a construction, a building, a highway or something like that, you have to have a straight line.
Yes.
That's how it is.
I
There
know
are no
that, sir.
curvature. And you can ask any pilot, what do they use to learn to fly? The flat earth map, the Gleason map. That's how it is.
Yes, I know that, sir.
So
I mean, the grade rod that I use, it's just a bigger tape measure.
when you go with the grader,
He's coming. Hold on. There he goes. That was crazy. That was crazy. They still right here. I'm having fun watching you. A lot going on. I'm sitting there looking at all the crabs right here, which are blowing my mind. And the redfish is how's your retirement going?
Oh, wonderful. Mondays are great.
Tara's got a redfish in her hand, and there's literally redfish surrounding the boat. Drop your shit in front of me. He's gonna grab it. He's gonna grab it.
Doesn't work.
Goodness.
And it level.
Too big to keep. It's about 27 and 4 inches long.
Always. I have built harbors for about 20 years. I have been a diver and I have been built harbors, and we always look at the tide, at the clock, and we can measure it. We set strings all over so we can cut at the water level.
Yeah.
We can cut the top of
Water's
the
zero,
iron wall at the water level.
Well,
Right?
that's where they get zero from. They bring zero inland to build housing and build on land. So they
Yeah.
automatically know where all zero is at. So
Yeah.
zero is sea level and mean sea level. It doesn't even matter on mean sea level. You can give me the high tide and the low tide. They're still going to give me a demographic of a zero in that factor. Anything negative in zero is in depth of water. Anything positive from zero is land being built up.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes at the day, the water will rise and sink a little bit. But when you just on a working float at the sea level, 1 hour you can measure about 100 meters, and it will be straight as hell. And then 1 hour later, maybe it will rise a little bit or lower a little bit. It's how it's going up and down, and it's only always turned like that. And you measure it, and you cut the iron wall down, and it will be 100% level.
Everything is built in a lock. Sewers are all built in locks.
Yeah, I have put the iron in the ground for about 15 years. And because Copenhagen built out in the water and built houses in there, so we have to level it out, and I have put 30 meters iron sponge in the water, so I know what I'm talking about.
I mean, seawalls even show you it.
Yeah, and I have been a diver too, and I have welded underwater and all that kind of stuff. So I know what I'm talking about. So I always
You know what you
have
guys got to do. I mean, the truth will come out sooner or later. When it does.
Of course it will. Of course it will. I'm not
You three
want
got killed
to.
just the other day by me. Go ahead.
I don't want to yell at anybody, and I just say what I know, and so the other people can learn about it a little bit, and say to themselves, "Hey, he said something that makes sense." That's what I want to say to people. So people wake a little bit up, okay?
You hope so, but you got the ones that are have
and you know
dissonance. They'll automatically attack you, and they'll call you stupid. They'll call you a drug addict. They'll call you multiple different words.
No, but you know there are no satellites. You know there are no satellites.
Yeah.
I have worked.
Our space is the water. They don't even have the map. They don't even have
5 years. I have worked on a ship. We put sea cables in the bottom of the water. And why? I have seen where we have put it, and in the GPS where we have put it, and where all the sea cables were. And it's when you say they see the globe, it don't make any sense. But if you go at the flat Earth map, and you only see on the ship the flat Earth map, you only see the flat Earth map, because that's how it goes. There are no satellites. There are only sea cables. Why do all the fucking... I'm sorry. They are in war. Why do they say they will cut the sea cable? But they don't want to shoot the satellites down. Maybe there are no satellites and only the sea cable. Right? Think for that a moment. Right? I'm just laughing at people because some people are... Yeah, I can say it here, then I can ban. So, but some people are very stupid. They believe it, they see satellites. Yeah, they see satellites. Not see satellites. They say, the NASA say there are 25,000 of satellites. When they should not collide with each other. When it's go with 17.
That was awesome. Reds were everywhere. We caught, I don't know, what, 4 of them? We could have caught a lot more, but we kept. We threw one back, it was too big, and we picked up about a dozen and a half crabs. I'm going to go ahead and ball those few crabs to Tara and bring them to her daughter tomorrow for her birthday. So, and I plan on cooking a redfish dip. I'm going to put some of them redfish in the smoker and make a dip with it. So, we'll see how that comes out.
Hey, everybody talks about smoked mullet dip. We can try.
We're going to do a redfish dip.
Yep.
Let's roll. It's still a beautiful day out here. Man.
It's great to be retired.
dozen crabs and just counting them. So Neely's gonna be happy. We're gonna send all these crabs to her.
Happy birthday, Neely.
I got all the redfish cleaned up. I'm gonna start prepping it to smoke. Just leave it on the scale. So I'm like, put it a little bit of bacon seasoning. I'll check it every now and then. And I am cooking with apple wood. So we all gonna be using some other seasonings and stuff. One to make it thick. That's why I'm not doing it. See if I look. If this comes out in the good, y'all start it over.
Hey, we can try it.
Not much. Just salt. A little salt.
It's not like you want some of
It's been 2 hours. Give it a look. It's smoking. So the redfish smoked about 4 hours. Go back in. Everything go for this one. A little bit off of this. This is 8 ounces of fish right here. Oh, hell. Yeah, I have to kind of top it up a little bit. Don't look like that. Gotta go ahead and mix all that ingredients. If it comes out good, you make it up. You gotta know fish in the beginning. Don't come on good, then you have to. That yes, we're gonna tell y'all we're using Dukes again.
I like to say.
So some people say we should be using blue plate or
eat good today. We at the grocery store, man. It's time to eat, y'all. Let's get this thing open. Let's see what's in it. Oh, yo, open it. Take out. Oh, my gosh. Oh, we on fire. Whoa! Whoa! Ernie. Whoa, what? Oh, you. Oh, big down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, got us a bag of groceries just that quick. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another fishing episode, another fishing adventure, y'all. Today, we are in front of Academy Sports and Outdoors. Literally my first time coming to Academy, so I'm really eager to get in here and see what we can find. The goal today is we have to purchase the Catfish Mystery Tackle Box and eat whatever we catch with the Catfish Mystery Box. Now, that's if we catch a fish, because we have to use everything that's in the mystery box. And from my understanding, they have some type of bait in there, so basically this challenge is not going to be easy. We got to catch it with the whatever bait that they got in the tackle box. But before we slide in, man, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys go and hit that subscribe button, y'all. Oh, I almost forgot, $150 budget. We're going to get our catch and cook items at Academy. This is my first time here. I don't know what to expect when we go in here, but let's just slide in here and let's just go ahead and get what the hell we need so we can get out there, catch some fish, knock them off, eat them up. Let's go get on these items, y'all. Hey, this is my first time in here, man. This job be hidden. Which one you think about the Dixon Academy? I ain't never been in here. It's my first time about this slide in here.
I don't know. This like I came here yesterday. I don't think it's on this level. It's alright.
Yeah, that sounds crazy on Dixon. That sounds crazy. So, man, we about to go in here and see if we can find some fishing items, man. Catch some fish, man. We gotta get, like I said, $150 budget. Did I say $150 budget? We gotta get all our cooking items and all that at Academy. I have no clue what's in here. All right, y'all. We just entered the fishing store. Now, it looks a little different compared to Dick's and Walmart. Come over here, we got the Walmart. I ain't gonna lie. It's definitely more organized than any fishing store that I've ever been to. But we're not here for the fishing box today. We're here to get the Catfish Mystery Box. We're here to get only to spend $150. So that's what we about to go do, man. I already told y'all, why the hell am I explaining to y'all what we about to do again, man? Let's go do what we need to do so we can get out of here and go get on these fish, man. That's one thing about me. I gotta stop talking and do more fishing, man. Shit. All right, so right now we're looking for the mystery box. That's the first thing we're gonna get. We're gonna get the Catfish Mystery Box. So we're gonna come down here. And it looks like we got a bunch of mystery boxes right here. But they ain't catfishing. But they are not catfishing mystery boxes at all. We need the Catfish Mystery Box. Don't tell me y'all doing us dirty like this. Let's just keep walking around and see if we can find it, man. Because I know Academy ain't on that type. I know they ain't on that type stuff, Academy. Y'all got to have a Catfish Mystery Box in here. Come on, man. Let's go down. Looking for the mystery boxes. How you doing, sir? All right, y'all got the Catfish Mystery Box in here? Yeah. He said they got it. Let's go see it, man. See that, yo. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm telling you, man, when it come to catfish, man, a lot of these stores, man, they just, either they put our stuff to the side or they just be like, look, we don't want that. Ain't nobody gonna buy it, but the whole stuff are gonna buy it, but they don't got it, unfortunately. But I can order it though, right?
Yeah, show you online.
Okay, yeah, I might, you know what, y'all, we still gonna stay in budget. We gonna go ahead and order it. I believe it's like, what, $32?
Like 32 or 39.
Let's go online real quick and let's purchase it. But we're gonna add this to our $150 budget that we gotta get out of Academy. So $32, negative 32. You see it, negative 32. Let's go online real quick and see what they got. Let's go to what's your name? Where we at? Academy Sports. God, man, this is the first time at Academy Sports, man. I thought it was finna be a breeze, but they don't got what we need. They only got the bass items, man. Once again, man, they ain't even throwing us to the back. They don't even got nothing in it for us, man. It's absurd. That's the word, y'all. All right, so we go right here. Let's go ahead and put this order in for this Catfish Mystery Box here. That junk should be in my front door tomorrow morning, because that's when we're going to be going fishing. Well, tomorrow evening or whatever, we're going to be going fishing. All right, so right here, we got the Catfish Mystery Box, and it is $32.99. Don't ask my phone. I got to get a new phone, y'all. New phone. I'm getting a new phone next week. My big ass set on my phone, and this is what it did. But yeah, we about to go ahead and make this purchase, $32.99. Let's go ahead and add that to the cart. It says it should be here tomorrow morning. New cart. Let's go ahead and check out. Let's go ahead, Apple Pay. Y'all don't need to see that. All right, so we just ordered the Catfish Mystery Box. Now, like I said, everything that we need is going to be in there. 8 hooks. Well, we're hoping that's in there. It's the mystery box, tackle box. So we're hoping that all the items are in there so we can catch fish. But now this is going to be challenging. We're not going to be able to go get the bait that we want, like eel, shad, worms, chicken liver. We're not going to use any of those baits. We have to use everything that comes in the Catfish Mystery Box. So this challenge is not easy at all. But let's keep moving. Now, let's go ahead and get our catch and cook items. $150 that we have to spend. Well, negative 32 now because we just purchased the Catfish Mystery Box on our phone. So let's keep moving and let's get what we need, y'all. All right, y'all, we just made it to the griller section. Now, we got to pick our catch and cook items, and we only have $118 to spend right now. Let's go on over here and see what they got, y'all. Man, welcome to Academy, bro. Like, this is what a fishing store, outdoor store is supposed to look like, bro. They have everything in this junk, man. But let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Let's go on over here and see what they got. Like I said, we got $118 to spend. Let's see if we can make it happen. First item we're gonna go ahead and get us a fillet knife. Now, this is not any type of fillet knife. This is a slicing knife. You know what I'm saying? Electrical fillet knife for $28.99. So that's $30. We just spent $60 already. 60 something already, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this outdoor gourmet slicing knife, man. Electrical. I'm hot as hell in here, bro. Maybe because I'm super excited, man. First time in Academy, and they got stuff like this, bro. This looks amazing, y'all. Like, I've never seen it at any other fishing stores or outdoor stores, so I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this. We should be able to knock some sides off with this electrical knife we got right here. Let's go ahead and throw that in the basket, man. We got our first item in the basket. Well, in this basket, you know what I'm saying? The other stuff is on the way to the house. All right, so we're gonna come on over here. We're gonna keep it moving, keep it grooving, man. We're gonna come on over here. The side locker. Fish fry, Louisiana, New Orleans style, man. We don't even need this big of a bucket, but ain't no way this whole junk is $13.99. Look at that. The prices is reasonable in this junk. Am I tripping or is this cheap? $13.99 for this? This is for the low. Boy, am I tripping, y'all. I might be tripping. But this whole junk costs $13.99. Now, we ain't gonna be cooking that much fried catfish, but let's get it. Heck with it. They got the oil right here. Oil is what? $14.99? Shit, that's one stop, one shop, man. Per peanut oil. We can work with peanut oil. I usually like to use Crisco Disco, but in this case, we're gonna go ahead and work with the peanut oil. Catch us a few hams, fry them up, knock sides off there, man. We going to the grocery store after this, y'all. The grocery store that we fishing, you understand what I'm saying? Let's keep moving, man. We gotta get us a cast iron, a real cast iron. None of that fake wood. We need us a real cast iron, y'all. Let's keep moving. Got us some cast irons right here, y'all. Now, let's see what the pricing is looking like. This is not bad. Like, what y'all trying to say? I catch small fish? Yeah, I know. Y'all want me to buy this, don't you? Look at this small cast iron. This joint is like, this cast iron is $10, y'all. Should we buy this? I'm gonna buy this for Haz, man. Haz, I heard you was doing the catch and cook, y'all. Oh my goodness, now let's be serious, y'all. Let's get us a cast iron, right? So if you come right here, the cast iron is only $24. The prices is not bad in this junk, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. When I first stepped in here, I was like, man, the price is about to be outrageous, but it's not, man. Academy is like that, y'all. That's a cast iron. $24.99, y'all. This is hard to beat. The last time we went to Bass Pro for some cast irons, the prices was like up there, but the prices today is like medium level. So we out here making it happen, man. So far, we got the fish fry, we got the oil. We got our cast iron, and we got our slicing knife. What else do we need, Brody? What else do we need? Think our ass is in budget, man. We should be in budget, bro. Hey, yeah, man, we almost forgot, man. How the hell we gonna get the fish out? We ain't even get no tongs or anything, so we gonna go ahead and grab these tongs for $15, man. Look at this. Nice little John, got a little, I don't even know what these are called, but it looks expensive and it looks professional, so I'm going to purchase it and we're going to add it to our budget. So I believe we have everything now. We got cast irons, oil. Let's really check out and let's really get out of here this time. We got everything. And you guys know what my favorite word is when I'm in these stores. Let's get out of here. And unfortunately, it's not time to go because we have one more big item that we really need. Because if we don't get this item, then the video ain't gonna happen. So we gotta buy us a stove or a grill. We just walked around for about 10 to 15 minutes and we've been looking for grills. They don't have any cheap affordable grills in here, so we're gonna have to put something back and go with a cheaper item. So I'm just trying to think in my head what we could put back. Let's go over here to our basket. Well, they do have a little small grill right there, though. They got a little grill right here, though. They got a little small grill right here, though. But this joint is way out of budget, right? Way out of budget. What do we have here? We gotta make room for at least $30. So we might have to put this back and get us a cheap filet knife, bro. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I really wanted to buy this slicing kit because we can just knock them sound like pop, pop, pop. But technically, we don't even need this. So I'm gonna substitute this for this, y'all. We got us a portable, lightweight, cooking, made easy. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's easy, hog snatcher gonna buy, man. We're gonna go ahead and purchase this, and now we really have everything. But we gotta get us a filet knife. We gotta find us a cheap filet knife so we can knock sides off the fish. But this is what we're gonna go with. This is the stove that we're gonna go with. Look at that. And it's crazy. Like, you just open it up and you just cook on it as you go. Like, I could just hop out the whip. Look, I could just hop out the whip and make breakfast real quick, man. In this case, we just gonna hop out the whip and knock sides off fish and make us some fried fish real quick. If we catch fish, we gotta catch it with the mystery box, man. It should be on the way to the house right now. All right, now we gotta go find this filet knife. Like I said, I had to put the other knife back, so we gotta find us a cheap filet knife so we can knock this fish off real quick. Academy is like that, y'all. Everybody a quick filet knife real quick. Like I said, we need something for the low. And really low. You know what I'm saying? This is going to determine if Academy is the budget place to go. It don't look like they got really but they do got a knife right here for $8.99. This looks like the cheapest filet knife that they got. Premium bait knife. It ain't even a filet knife. It's a bait knife. I feel like I can make it happen with this though, champ. What you think? I feel like I can make it happen. I can knock sides off with a bait knife. It's $8. Let's just keep looking around and see if we can find something cheaper. That's what cheap. Right here we got us a premium filet knife. It's $16.99. What the heck is this? Oh shitty. Oh, that's a towel. Man, that towel's $5.99. Jesus. All right, let's see what we got so far, man. Let's go over the budget to see if we can afford us a filet knife, y'all. So this right here is $15. Let me get my calculator out here. So we got 15. Right here is $40. This right here is $25. This right here is $13. This right here is $24. $117. We got $1 to spend here. Now, we're gonna have to put something back because we need us a filet knife. Do they have any smaller packs of these? Because I don't need all of this. If I could just buy one for like $10, that would be perfect. But we need something a little cheaper because I need to get a filet knife so we can knock sides off these fish. And we're actually over budget. I'm gonna go back over here to the fish fry department and see if we can find something a little cheaper. Let's go, man. God, I thought it was good money, man. Apparently we not. They don't got no cheaper fish fries, yo. Oh, they had it, bro. It's sold out. It was $6. Oh, it's right here, bro. $6 right here, y'all. There we go. We got us a fish fry for $6, so we can put this back. We can put you back, you know. And I believe this opens up the budget for the filet knife, you know, right? Let's go ahead and get out of here, man. We got everything we need. We really about to get out of here this time, and we really about to go get on some fish, man. Let's go check out. Let's go ahead and check out, man. Like I said, we got $118 to spend, man. How you doing today, sir? I'm doing all right, man. Everything would be better if you guys had some type of discount. You guys got discounts on anything?
I don't got anything right now.
So that'd be a blessed day. I mean, every day is a blessed day, but it'd be a better day. You know what I'm saying? So we got to spend $118, man. $40. We got this Joe. I'm saying we so eager to get out here and knock the side off these cats. Man. You eat fish?
What's that?
You eat fish?
Not a big
You don't eat fish at all? You been fishing before?
fish on.
Academy, you don't fish.
I'm not my department.
Oh, like he said, I was playing with you, man. Where we at? 118. $118, bro. Look at this, yo. Give me the camera, yo. Give me the camera, man. $118, yo. We in budget, man. Tell him, Slim, we in budget. Tell him, man. Say we in budget. 118. Oh, I know the taxes gonna take over. The taxes don't count, y'all. I don't want the taxes do not count. What are we looking at? 118. Oh, well, we still in budget. Man, let's just get out of here. All right, y'all, let's get out of here, man. We've been saying that for the longest. Let's really get the hell out of here. Catch fish, because we can't catch. We still shopping in the academy, man. I'll see y'all back at the spot. Hey, y'all, we just made it to the spot. And guess what came on my front porch today? Catfish fishing kit, baby. Tackle box, man. Y'all see it. We out here with the tackle box. It came just in time, right before we came out fishing, y'all. So I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to go ahead and bust this thing open and show you guys what's in the tackle box. And obviously, we're going to catch fish. We got to eat good today. We at the grocery store, man. It's time to eat, y'all. Let's get this thing open and let's see what's in it. Just come right here. You just pull this back. I'm like a kid Christmas morning right now, man. I'll second open box. You know what? We opening up the Ernie the Hog Snatcher way today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We treating it like a Christmas present. We gonna catch groceries today. All right, here goes nothing. Man, they got this thing secured. Voila! What do we have in here? What's inside? I guess they give you like, what is that? Scan this. Your phone camera to get them. I don't know what this is. This is irrelevant. Well, we got us a little catfish sticker. Oh, wow. Right here, what the hell is this? This is rookie stuff. We gonna use it. We got some hooks. And I'm assuming that you put like some type of dough bait or whatever on here, and you can, I guess, put a piece of dough bait on there. Might be useful. Either way, we gotta use it. Let's see what else we got in the tackle box. This right here is called, I don't know, they're just hooks with some type of rubbery stuff on it, but we're gonna use it. Right here, we got some more small hooks, very small hooks. These are size 3 hooks. I don't usually use these size hooks, but we're gonna make it happen today. These are from Boss Cat, Superior Catfish Hooks. What the heck is this? This one here is fishing line. We got 20-pound test. They call them trick fish, catfish specialist. Not bad. It actually came with some fishing line. We might lace up a new rod here. Who knows? But it comes with fishing line in there as well. Let's see what else it comes with. Now, this is the most important part. The catfish bait. What do we have here? We got the catfish bait from Catfish Pro. I guess this little dough bait. Hey, like I told you, we have to use this to catch fish today, guys. And this is not going to be an easy challenge. It's going to be challenging to catch fish with this dough bait. Unless this dough bait is really good. But it looked like candy. Ain't gonna lie. It looked like candy inside the bag. But I wonder what it smells like. Well, it looked like candy outside the bag. I wonder what it smells like inside. Well, we got the Catfish Pro base that we're going to be using for bait. And we got some Catfish Pro hooks. Now, these are the hooks that I'm going to be using. These are $8 hooks from Catfish Pro. Comes in the box as well. So we got, 3 sets of hooks that we can choose from. And right here, we got us some sinkers. Now, these are 1.5 sinkers. Usually on my river, I like to use 3 to 4 ounce sinkers, maybe 5 to 6 up. But unfortunately, we only can use what's in the box today. That's the challenge. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, we got us some swivels. Now, you cannot go catfishing without swivels, man. You know what I'm saying? You need swivels, man. But I've shown you guys everything that's in the box. Now, look at this. This is pretty cool. When you open this up, we got a little measure board right here. I mean, we don't really measure fish when it comes to catfishing. We usually go by weight, but the goal today is to catch a fish longer than this box right here. You know what I'm saying? So fish over 22 inches, man. So enough talking. We got to catch some fish so we can eat. If we don't catch fish, our asses don't eat. So we got to catch fish on the dough bait, y'all. But first, let's go ahead and get these rods hooked up. And then we're going to get baits hooked up and cast it out. All right, the first wig that we're going to start out with, this is called the Catfish Ring Wig. Never even heard of it. It came in the catfish box. We're going to go ahead and get it hooked up on my ugly stick, the 50th anniversary ugly stick we got right here. So obviously, yes, we're going to bring the line through here. If you can't do this, then you might want to choose a better hobby because fishing is not for you. We simply just putting the line through the hole. It's that simple, y'all. I can't get it through the hole for some reason today, man. What the hell is going on? All right, once we got this line through the hole, we're going to come right here and we're going to grab us a sinker. These right here called a ball sinker. Simply all you do, and we only got 3, so we can't get snagged. If we're snagged, we're But we only got 3, so we come right here, we just put this through like this. This is the rookies it gets, you know? Make it happen, man. We gotta make it happen. If we don't make it happen, then we don't eat today. I don't know where my next meal is coming from. I'm hoping that I can catch it at the free grocery store where we at right now. Anyways, once we got that hooked up, we're gonna go ahead. This comes pre-tied. So this already has a swivel on it. It already comes tied up. We're gonna go ahead and tie up a hog snatcher knot. And what we're gonna do is boom. You see this? We're gonna get this piece and we're gonna put it through there. I call it the hog snatcher knot. And we're gonna get this piece and we're gonna come around the whole shebang. The whole shebang. Then we're gonna come through here, get this piece, and we're gonna put it through just like that. Boom. And then we got our first rig hooked up. Now, on this ugly stick we got right here, I believe this is like 12 or 15 pound test. So we gotta be very careful and make sure we set our drag because you never know. Big Shirley, Big Ben, Big Ivory might come through and snatch it and break us off. So we're gonna make sure we get our drag lightened up and we're gonna get some dope bait on here and cast it out. So let's go ahead and just open this up now and get it on the hook. I want to at least get one rod out right now. When you go fishing at the grocery store, it's very important that you at least got one rod out while you're getting the other ones ready because you might miss your chance and you might miss your dinner meal, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get some baits on right now. It don't smell like nothing. This junk smell like, if I'm being honest, it smell like Play-Doh. We out here fishing with Play-Doh together. The Catfish Pro Bowl. Look, bro. Look, bro. You want to roll some dice? Look. Oh, let's go, bro. Let's go. Hey, we out here rolling dice with the bait, y'all. Let's go ahead and put it on the hook, man. Oh, my God. We got hella bait. One thing we do know, we got lots of bait. Not hella bait, lots of bait. We're going to go ahead and hook it up like this. I don't know if this is used. This one up and put it on. This first rod out. We got 2 more rods to get hooked up. We should get 1 rod right now. We got the first rod. We got to get this rod hooked up, man. You understand? I mean, we're at the convenience store, man. Which means it's free. Everything we catch from here is free. So when stuff is free, you gotta take advantage of it. And that's what we doing right now. We getting the rods off ASAP. Taking advantage of the free groceries that we finna get. We got that first rod hooked up, y'all. We're gonna make sure we set our drag not tight, but loose a little bit. In case Big Shirley comes through here, she won't break us off. So we're gonna put this first rod down just like that. Now let's go ahead and get these other rods hooked up, man. Right here, we got us a rabbit swab from CatchTheFever.com. You can use code LOG10 to save you 10. Right here, we got us a pin score 15LW from Pin. Let's go ahead and get this other rod hooked up. Obviously, yes, we're going to get the line through here. These are called conventional bait casters, guys. Bring it up, get it through the hole. Like you didn't get it before. I ain't gonna lie to you, I have no faith in that catfish ring we just casted out with the ugly stick, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. So I'm very eager to get this one set up, y'all. That catfish ring, I don't know nothing about that, but hopefully we catch a fish on it. That might just be the goal today, just to catch a fish on that one. But we got this one through the hole. Now we're gonna go ahead and rig us up a Carolina rig. So we're gonna get the sinkers that came with the tackle box, and we're gonna put it on. Like I said, we're gonna put this through the hole. Just like that. And we're gonna come right here to our catfish hooks, that catfish pro centers in the box. We're gonna bust it wide open, pause. Bust it wide open, tell them, bring it back, bust it wide open. We got us, what is this? These are 8 out. We got us 8 out hook right there. We're gonna get our leader and we're gonna tie it up. We're gonna tie us a snail, bro. Put that through there like that. Get this line and we're gonna wrap around 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna get this tag in. We're gonna come back and do it like that. Boom. Then you got your rig right there, baby. And then next we're gonna do, where our swivels at? We got us some swivels that came in the box. Like literally, if y'all on the move or wherever y'all at, go to Academy. Well, the Academy we went to, they ain't have it, but most of them probably do. But go to Academy and you got your simple catfish tackle box right there. So we're gonna come right here and we're gonna tie it on like this. Now this right here ain't gonna lie, it's a 3-way swivel. We're gonna use it for a 2-way swivel. So we're gonna tie us up a basic clench right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I got one.
6, 7, 8. We're gonna get this tag in.
My name on.
Boom. Now all we're gonna do is attach it. We're gonna come right here. We're gonna tie us up another clinch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get this tag in, pull it through, and boom, there you go. You got your rig. Now all we gotta do is get this bait on, cast it out, and catch us him. But I'm gonna get this other rod hooked up real quick. So we're not gonna even cast out yet. We got this one hooked up, ready to go. Let's get this other rod hooked up real quick. All right, we got this another 8-hour hook from Catfish Pro. We're gonna go ahead and rig up, go ahead and snail him up real quick. I showed you guys how to snail him earlier. We're gonna do it real quick. Alright, there we go. When you're out catfishing for eaters, you gotta be quick with everything you do. And you gotta use simple setups so you can hurry up and get tied up. Go ahead and knock one over here. We can hook ourselves. Bye. Real quick with it. We need us a slide. We need eaters. We at the grocery store. Boom, we hooked up just like that, y'all. Just gotta get this dope bait tangled up in my rod. Look at my rookie ass, y'all. You don't think about me. I might be an expert, but you can't take the rookie out of the rookie. Go ahead and get this last piece of dope bait on here, and let's get these rods casted out, man. Because a lot of talking like fishing is good sometimes. Right now it ain't, because we at the grocery store fishing for free groceries. We only got one rod in the water, so let's go ahead and get these bass casts out, and let's see if we catch us in.
Yes, word. That wasn't really
This all.
That's not much around.
First fish coming in, y'all. Coming up right now.
I didn't know Chick-fil-A had.
Bro, what? I just cast into a fish mouth, y'all. We got us a grocery already.
Only got one of their burritos.
We got us some free groceries that quick. Look at that.
It was good.
He took my
But I
bait.
wasn't really hungry. Then I was like,
Free groceries already, y'all. Free
lunch over,
groceries
man. I
today,
wasn't
baby.
hungry.
Let's go, man.
Just
Someone
had me
like
on.
this is going out,
I ate my sandwich.
The freaking
And I made
catfish.
yesterday morning.
Mystery box, bro. Hey, I'm happy. We gonna eat. Let's get this hook out of his mouth, man. First fish of the day. I mean, I literally just cast it into this fish mouth. Let's go, baby. First fish of the day, y'all. On free roller coaster day. Little guy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and knock him off, knock the sides off his ass. We're gonna move him to the side. We're gonna start us up a sprint. You know, he's making it happen. First fish of the day. Man, he hit it instantly. As soon as I cast it, he smacks it, bro. Get this rod back out into that water.
I'm not hungry,
Jones
brother.
actually catch fish. Catfish mystery box, man. Let's get it. Man, as soon as we casted it, he smacked it. I can't make it up. We officially got all the balls in the water. Man, if y'all still hanging out with me, man, I would appreciate you guys hit that like button, man. While we wait for the bite, we actually getting a bite. Oh, we get a bite. What we gonna do? Did he get off? He let it go, y'all. While we wait for our next bite of the day, I'm gonna thank all the sponsors of this video. Is sponsored by Pesty. Pesty is a pest control subscription that sends you customized pest control pest kit for your home. Bugs around the house can be very, very annoying. I know. Fishing bugs everywhere. Like bugs around the house? Absolutely not. But with Pesty, it's so reliable and easy to use and very, very affordable. So this right here is the Pro Grade formula. So the Pro Grade formula Pesty pack comes with 4 items in the box. These are application gloves, which is very important. Home barrier Pesty C1. Right here we got the application Pesty bag, and right here we got the rechargeable application sprayer. And for all my pet lovers out there, guys, Pesty is pet free. You can get started at only just $35 per treatment. Customized plans based on your location. You can now get rid of bugs in your house.
Oh, just a blister sign. I thought that was something.
To make your purchase, make sure you guys scan the barcode up top, or you can just go in the description and click the link. You can use promo code EARNEST to save 10% off on your first order. Now, let's get back to the video. Man, we're watching this rod like a content, strictly business. We need food. We got one right there. But it's strictly business. We at the convenience store, the grocery store. We need a few cats. We can knock them over, y'all. Yes, sir. Go ahead and put our first catch in our fish pack. First fish of the day, man. The goal is to fill this thing up, man. We trying to have the biggest fish fry on the bank today. We got some fish on the ugly stick.
Don't be dumb, bird.
What is this? The catfish ring, or whatever the hell they call it? It catches fish. Holy smokes! On Freedom on the Coast today. And free grocery day, baby. Oh, yo, we been taken out. Oh my gosh! Yo! Oh, we on fire! Oh my goodness! Hold up, bro. We gotta put this one down. This one feels a little bigger. This one feels a little bigger. That was a little baby. We on free roll the rest of the day. Free groceries day, y'all. The mystery box. It catches catfish. God, get out of what else to tell y'all. Here you come. This is a better fish. We gotta get him in. Bro. We got us a bag of groceries just that quick. We probably should flip him, but we gonna flip him. Cause we gotta get to that other fish, y'all. Let's go! This is a solid fish right here. Off the catfish mystery box. Our biggest fish of the day. We gotta get him here and get the other one, bro. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's already up. He's in the snag right there. We gotta go get him. That's free groceries, bro. That's free food. We need him. We need all we can get. We don't even gotta use an EBT card. Everything is free. Everything is free. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, this is the smallest fish of the day. But he got meat on his bone. So he gonna get his size knocked off, just like the other one. We got two fish cooked just like that. Back to back, man. I'm in disbelief right now, bro. That guy, don't believe that actually catch a fish, y'all. Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. Let's get these fish up here. Oh, my head, yo. That's a solid fish right there. Look at that. That's a solid fish right there. All off the dough bait, man. Let's get the hook out of you, too. Now, one thing about this catfish flow bait, it does work, but it doesn't stay on the hook very good. So when the fish hit it, it comes off instantly. But, I mean, they gave us millions of baits here. So it don't matter. For real, just freshen up bait, but we got us two fish, doubled up, just like that, on free roller coaster day, y'all. Man, we out here shopping, man. We got free groceries, baby. All right, I said one of the goals is we have to catch a fish longer than our measure mystery tackle box we got right here. And I'm 100% sure this fish is longer than the mystery tackle box here. And we got it beat by a lot, bro. Like a lot. Like this fish damn near 27 inches, bro. Look at that. Mystery tackle box is making it happen today, y'all. On free grocery day, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go ahead and put these things in our catfish basket. Well, first, we need to get these rods hooked back up because, like I told you, it's strictly business today, bro. One thing about free stuff, you don't want to block your blessings, man. Everything don't come free, but today the fish do. So we're going to go ahead and get some fresh baits on real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to come right here and get this one hooked up, too. See how we making it happen. And we making it happen. All right, we back out there in that water, man. Free convenient day. Man, that mystery tackle box. Catching fish. We still here though. We gotta make another goal, y'all. We gotta catch a bigger one now. Down with it. You take it. If you want it, you take your food, Slim. Did the hook set off doom on that man? This right here. Man, he dropped it, y'all. And of course, he took my bait. We got over hundreds of pieces of bait left in the bag. Alright, we got some fresh bait on there. Let's go and get this rod back out. We can't catch fish. We only got 2 out there, but we can, but we can't catch more than 2 fish. We just caught 2. Now we need to catch 3 back to back. One thing about these baits, man, them fish, man, they take that jump instantly. Take it down. You playing. Drop that bug. Drop it, y'all. Now, while we continue to wait for a bite, we're going to go ahead and bleed out these cats, man. We're going to go ahead and knock them out. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to bleed your catfish out while they still alive, so we can get ready to knock the sides off of them and cook them, y'all. Usually, we like to use baseball bats to knock them out, but in this case, we just got a rod holder, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and just knock them out so we can bleed them out. I don't know if I can pull that pop, but we just knocked his ass out like 10 Davis. Now we're going to go ahead and bleed them out. Oh, oh, big touchdown! Oh my goodness, y'all! Whoa! Whoa! We said they knocking the fish out, bleed them out, and we get smacked. We almost lost the rod. He's coming up right now. He's right here on the bait. Whoa! What the heck just happened? He just smoked that, Joe. We almost lost our whole rod at the fish at the convenience store. We almost lost our whole rod at the grocery store, y'all. Man. Come on. We got to successfully land this. Bro. The biggest takedown of the year. Might be the biggest of my life, y'all. That takedown was mean. I thought we was going to lose the rod. Y'all ain't going to lie. Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, no. You can still get him, though. Oh, no. We about to lose groceries, y'all. We can't be giving away free groceries. We better lose Ernie in the process, right? This stuff costs money, y'all. On free roller coaster day, man. We can't be giving away free food, y'all. Let's go. We got us another little blue cat on the bank, y'all. On free roller coaster day. We might as well bleed you out right now, too, man. Out here making it happen, man. Look at that. He got a lot of meat on his bones, so you know he getting knocked off. Oh, that sounded crazy. That sounded crazy, y'all. Let's go bleed these fish out. Let's bleed him out, too. We're going to have us some nice nuggets, man. Ernie. Bro, what? Bro! Oh my God! It's on fire, y'all! It's on fire! Bro, what? This catches fish! What? Oh my goodness. I am burning up. I'm hot right now, y'all. This is a workout. I never sweated so much at the grocery store in my life. I've never sweated so much at the grocery store in my life. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. It's free roller coaster day and grocery day. Man, what's your favorite store to go to? Walmart, Target, Kmart? That's how I'm feeling right now, man. This is my favorite store right here. The river. Wow, that bait works. We may have to buy this often. Like, I never bought that type of bait, but we might have to start. We might have to get a mystery box every time we go fishing. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go, man. We just doubled up, y'all, on free roller coaster day, man. Let's go show these little guys together, man, before I knock them off and bleed them out. Y'all, we got a pile of cats right here, man. That one already been knocked off. We about to knock the rest of these off. And we got one in the water that we still got to bring out, but we're going to leave these jokers out. We already got more than enough fish. We got 5 cats just like that. They ain't been here for an hour, y'all. That bait just made it happen. I can't believe it. I'm a believer. I'm a believer now in this bait. Catfish mystery box. It catches fish. It's legit. We just tested it. I mean, we're not done fishing. We're going to get rods back into the water, but we're going to go rest of these cats out, bleed them out, and get them back into the water so we can have that nice, fresh, fluffy fillet with no blood in it. I'm going to show you guys how to bleed them out. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bleed this catfish out. Now, you already know, we got to use the fillet knife that we bought for $16. And we're going to just knock it. We're going to cut his tail off and let him bleed out like that. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do it. But first, we got to open this up. This premium fillet knife that we bought from Academy. Jones, $16.99. Jones, put it low, baby. Put it low. We're going to get our fish that we killed already. Bring him right here. Knock his tail off. Knock it all the way. There you go. See that blood dripping? Look at that. You see it dripping, baby. That's how you bleed out a cat. You just simply just throw it back into the water. Let's go ahead and bleed these other guys out, man. And let's get this fish basket, put these bad guys back into the fish basket, put them back out, bleed them out. Fresh, fluffy fillets. I'm ready, baby. Man, these little fish wearing early the hog snatcher the hell off, man. Get baits back on, baby. Yes, sir. See if we catch a few while them fish bleeding out. We got like 5. So from now on, the fish that we catch, we probably gonna release them because we don't need that much catfish. If we already got 5, that's more than enough catch for me, the cameraman, and whoever else wants them around here. So that's all we really need, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get some fresh baits on here, cast out, catch us some more fish, y'all. All right, while we wait for another bite and while these fish bleeding out, we're gonna go ahead and start getting these cooking items together that we bought from Academy, $150 budget. We're gonna get it set up so as soon as they finish bleeding out, we're gonna knock them off, drop them in grease, and eat. Cause I'm hungry, man. You know what I'm saying? We came out here for a reason, and that's to eat. All right, y'all, we got all the cooking items that we got from Academy, $150. We're gonna go ahead and cook on our cooler right here. You know what I'm saying? Cook at the grocery store. We watch our rods, you know. Man, this is different. Ain't nobody doing it like me. We fishing them. As soon as we catch them, we put them straight in the grease, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing set up. So right here, we got the oil that we got. We got the Blackstone charms, our fillet knife, our fish fry, our skillet, cast iron, and we got the grill right here. Let's open this thing up and see what it looks like. My first time seeing this thing. Ooh, it looks pretty cool. Like you literally just carry the junk, open it up, and knock sides off and cook. What could you ask for? Let's set it up. I'm assuming you gotta set this thing up. This is what it's looking like. And you just... Fish off! Big takedown! Oh, did he let it go? What you got, man? Man, we still at the grocery store making it happen. What the heck is that on? What the heck is that? A condom? What the hell is going on? He's swimming fast as hell. Oh no, he done got caught in that tree right there. Man, we out here making it happen, y'all. Oh, free roller coaster day. Yes. Yes. That's our second biggest fish of the day. He's taking up everything, y'all. Look at that. Let's go, man. Out here making it happen, man. Catfish mystery box complete. Mission complete. D.O. with the condom on top of his head. Mission complete, y'all, on free roller coaster day, man. Let's go ahead and let him back into the water. This is our second biggest fish of the day, man. Still out here grocery shopping, baby. Still out here grocery shopping. I'm gonna go ahead and get a quick release on you, man. Like I said, we got more than enough fish. You got lucky that we're giving you back to the grocery store. Let's go ahead and get them back into the water, guys. Whoa! We're in a dangerous ass spot. But, oh my goodness, man, this fish just made a mess. Look at this. Lines all tangled up. I'm ready to cook these things, man. What about y'all? I'm starving. I'm actually losing energy. I'm so hungry. How we at the grocery store and we ain't got nothing cooking yet? See how they do me, y'all? I'm just sitting there eating chips. We need to start cooking these things, man. We just had a huge takedown on Ugly Stick, but he dropped it. All right, we about to get this thing hooked up for real this time. We keep getting bites, and it keeps messing up what we're doing. But that's good, because we getting bites. But anyway, we're going to just open this part up right here. And you're going to put this in here, like this, I think. So I said, this is my first time using one of these. This is new to me. Is it in there?
Hell no.
Push it in, and you hit this lock button right here. And And that's gonna lock it in place. Now we should be good to cook. Put it down. We gotta get our other piece on. Where's our other piece at? Which is right here. Put this on top. Did we get another piece too? I think we got a piece right here. Or is that just the flame?
It's probably just a flame.
Yeah, I think that's just a flame, and pretty much you just turn it on and start cooking. But first we gotta get the size of these fish first. Let's go ahead and get them out the water. Let's go ahead and fillet them up, man. I'm ready to eat. I'm starving like freaking Marvin right now. Yes, sir. We're gonna bring this over here to my knock off bowl right here. We're gonna go ahead and knock them off real quick. I'm gonna show you how to knock the sides off the captain. Sure. And when you knock these guys off, you gotta make sure you got you a flat surface. Come right here. Nice slit up in there. Right there. Down that backbone. You're gonna come around with a fin out. And you're gonna get back on the track. When you fillet a fish, take your time and knock them off the side. Knock the side off of them. $16.99 fillet. Look at that. Perfect fillet. Yeah, you still got a little bit of blood in there. We didn't fully bleed them out. We hungry. But it's still good. We still gonna wash them up. And it's still gonna be good fillet. Alright, there goes our first lovely fillet right there. We're gonna go ahead and knock the skin off. We're gonna go ahead and knock it off the skin right now. Now we're doing nuggets today. So we're gonna knock it off in little compartments or whatever. So we're gonna come right here. We're gonna get up under that skin, knock it right off the skin. Just like that. There go a nugget. We gotta make this a little bottle so we can wash these bad boys off. We're gonna do the same thing right here. Get right up under there. You might mess up, it's alright. Still got us a nice piece right there. This right here is trash. We're gonna come right here. We're gonna knock us off a good piece right here. Get right up under that skin, guys. Look at that. That's what it's supposed to look like. All white meat with a little bit of blood up in it. We got a lot of cats right here. Let's go ahead and knock the other side off real quick. We're gonna come right here. Get all running in. We're gonna come right here. Follow that rear cage. You're gonna come right here. You're gonna go over a bit. Like that. Get back on point. And you're gonna knock them straight off the bone. It's never a rush. It's all good. There we go. Knock them right on the bone. Alright, we gotta clean these cats off. So we're gonna have to make us a little bucket real quick. In the marble water. Get the skin off of him real quick. Let's go ahead and knock you off real quick, buddy. Real quick, buddy. Shit, we're gonna be taking something to lunch tomorrow, man. We're gonna have so much fried cats, man. Sure. Getting them cleaned up, y'all. I'm getting them cleaned up, ready to fry. We still got rods in the water too, by the way. Might just slow down and shut off. But it's all good, because we cooking right now.
Really?
Yes, sir, baby.
Okay. few minutes. You know where the flat cracker is? Or what he's talking about? Cracker?
Because I might do a giveaway one day, and I'm going to ask you what's my favorite fish.
I don't know, cracker?
It should be out in the shed. It's got like a 1 foot by 1 foot square on the bottom and a handle coming out the
Yeah,
top.
in the shed? Okay.
Should be out in that old shed back there.
This is like the cheapest it's gonna go. And y'all know what we're making this one for. We don't got blood on the windows. Alright, let's go over here to our Louisiana fish fry. Ain't gonna lie, man. We doing all this. We don't got the grease hot. Get the grease hot. We just gonna shake that bad boy up. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. And y'all, I love this fish fry right here because it already comes pre-seasoned. So we're getting seasoned in the fish fry. I know a lot of people say, where's your seasoning this time? It's already in the fish fry. We don't need it. Let's go ahead and get this grease hot, man, because we got this ready, but the grease ain't hot. All right, let's go on over here to our grill. Let's get this thing hot. I think you light it up with a lighter, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, it's lit now, boy. That shit almost burnt me. Do I look fat as hell sitting down like this? Huh? A little bit. Oh my God, stand up, y'all. We're gonna put our grill on here. And we're gonna get this oil into the pan, baby. You know what I'm saying? We about to be cooking with hot grease. You hear me? Hey, now we just want the grease to get hot, man. That's the most important part right there. We can't cook if the grease ain't hot. Hey, that's the sound I love to hear right there. It's almost ready to go. I ain't just doing this for the video. I'm doing this for me. I'm hungry out this job, man. All right, let's go ahead and start dropping these cats in here, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here fishing and cooking. So we can really get down up in there. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to be crunchy, get down up in there at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Get at the bottom of it. Get at the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? With all that batter up on this, you know? Mama, you watching this video? No, I did not wash my hands. I'm out here in the wilderness cooking what I catch. So we don't need to wash our hands. And besides, we was using them type of baits anyway, so it's not like we got gizzard shad hands. This right here is what you call cooking with hot grease with the hog snatcher, man. We're cooking in front of Walmart, Safeway, Giant, Wise grocery store, Timu grocery store, whatever grocery store they got out there, Academy, Dick's Sporting Goods, man. We in front of the mall with it, bro. Free groceries right here, y'all. Fishing with the mystery box, cooking with $150 budget. Look at this piece right here. Man, we out here living a life, man. Just go ahead and drop some more. You put you down like down, bitch, man. Go ahead and drop some more. As a matter of fact, we're going to take a piece and eat a piece while we dropping some more. Yeah, ain't nobody doing this. Ain't nobody doing it like Yes, ma'am. I'm eating while I'm cooking at the same damn time. At the same damn time. Y'all know that song. Let them don't fly out, man. Alright, this joint is hitting. I ain't gonna even lie to you, Slim. Bro, every time I fry some catfish, I'm amazed. I mean, it don't even taste like fish. It tastes like chicken nuggets. I'm amazed every time, man. Like, we made it happen today, man. The mystery box. Goal complete. Mission complete. Catch cook. $150 budget. Mission complete. Check mark. Hey, man, I really appreciate y'all watching, man. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of these catfish. I'm gonna keep my rods in the water. Sit back, have me a beer, man. I'll see you guys on next video, guys. Also, man, make sure you guys click on the videos that appear on the screen. Also, guys, man, make sure you guys comment on what videos you would like to see from the Hog Snatcher, man. Like I told you before, man, I appreciate you guys watching, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys go hit that subscribe button, y'all. Fried catfish. Fire. I'll see you guys on next video, baby. Peace. Rubbing on the wall. Get out of there. Okay. Come on. I'm gonna need a net. Take. It extends. Oh yeah, that's a really nice one. River Rat's a wise man once told me, when all else fails, go fish a dam. We haven't failed yet, at least not today, but we are going to start fishing a dam. So let's go. I am fishing a derb, and the funny thing is I used to live up here in this area, and I've never fished this one before. It's been going on for a long time. In the past, I always rather fish for flatheads than fish a tournament, but this year I'm not fishing as many tournaments. I'm not traveling as much, and this one's a local one. This one's a fun one. I don't know, it's just my style. Like, there's a lot of reservoir tournaments for channel casts in my neck of the woods, but this is a river tournament, as you can tell. And channel cats will probably be the main player, but flags show up, cool stuff shows up, so we're gonna give her a try. And my brother joining in tomorrow, so that'll make it extra fun. Got all the rods rigged up last night. I am gonna try walking bait, because that's my happy place. Like, I feel good about walking bait. And if we can catch them walking baits, that's kind of how I like to catch them. They got me a new bait walking rod. I had to put a trick hook on. It's a little beefy. But this is for, like, I'm gonna want like a half ounce to an ounce and a half. Most likely, this is a PC 10 carbon R1 right there. Medium heavy and moderate. So it's light, it's responsive, it's sensitive, but it's not real big.
Making it.
But I just think having a rod with a little bit of to it hooks them better. It definitely keeps them hooked better.
I thought I could get that side down, but
just gonna spot lock the cast, one out each side, and walk one straight down the middle.
You got all the stuff clear.
The other neat thing about this tournament is it's a lake tournament. You don't have to have a big fancy boat with a big fancy lift. But it lets the dude with the 16-foot John boat, you know, have just as good of a chance as a big fancy boat. And if I was fishing this by myself, I could fish out a little boat, but I'm having a giant boat in here, so
rapid descent.
Alright, let's get some baits in the water.
Come this way.
These fish first. Hopefully we can catch some.
Try to get that one started. Get the hammer. Get ready.
Put a head check on this one.
there's something here in the middle that it's rocking like this. Up here in the middle.
I don't love how
Yeah,
shot up half of
this board is got a knock right there.
Al's
Down. Down, I go down. You might have to do with it. You got it, Nate? Go. Don't matter.
That's quick. Trying to text my buddy.
See if we can start from this end.
Fishing his fly pod.
Next, hop over and get in the middle of that.
Yeah, it does say you can set it down. And a board in the middle.
It ain't gonna go nowhere. Look at this thing go.
Oh yeah. That's the type of fish we're looking for, guys, right there.
Okay.
Man, they fight so hard. That's great. We really love it. Oh yeah, that's the type of fish right there. Yeah, you just ripped it right too.
Going? Let me see here. We're gonna get that and that. It's okay. Do that.
Curious how long it is? What are we looking at calorie-wise?
Go back and forth. Okay, knock this down before you get that all the way down.
Skinny one. Let's see how long it is. 27, probably-ish.
Ready?
Yeah, 27 and a half. Not a bad one.
Hold up.
But that's the right
Take that
caliber.
corner.
If I was them, we'll do it, okay?
Let me see.
Thanks for going in, 'cause you gotta get a little lucky to win, but I'll be happy with that. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's try this thing. Saw a bunch of fish on the graph on the way up.
We should be about there.
That sounds like it's it.
Yep. My marks are lined up down here.
Okay, take it on down.
Say that like I'm like I don't have to. I do like how we're going with that right off the bat. I'll take the fish however I can get him. I'm gonna just roast this bait I'm walking down there.
Thank you.
14-pounder.
And just remember, you're gonna have to do a small box down there. Two small boxes there.
Two.
You're not gonna be able to do one. You gotta go out and in. Try not
shorter box on that side and a bigger box here that'll leave this side open. Got a tall piece mount, right? Surprisingly, actually went in easier than I was expecting it to. Me and Kate don't get along very well.
You need to get it down. Don't just accept it. Me and tape measures don't get along.
I'm better at it now than like when we were building the barnuminium. But I was fully anticipating that to be way too tight of a squeeze.
Whether when you got one side that's not totally secure yet, you have a little bit of
Cheers to me,
play.
just little fellas here.
Just whenever we get to the end,
Slide
both
down.
sides are solid.
Slide down.
I mean, wood has some get to it anyway.
Yeah.
Metal.
That's what you're doing about sneezing a little question.
Be nice to come in a little.
We do have sinker molds, by the way.
Oh, they're at Bass Pro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked up the boat that he's on right there.
Yeah.
Because he done a video on it. It's a sea art Easy Cat, I think is what it is, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And it's a combination leisure fishing rig. So the bow has
Leisure?
or like, you know, it's kind of like a sports fisher like we had. So the bow of it, it looks like the DP tractor boats. You got the windshield there with captain and passengers. In front of that, there's a bench seat where someone could like sprawl out and suntan. Then it's got a fishing deck in front of that, and then your fishing deck off the back. Base MSRP for the bare bones one, $89,000.
How long did you have that?
What do you order from FedEx?
Yeah, I know how long.
I got mine.
I know what I'm trying to say. You got them. I had 2 fish in the boat. One the right size.
You know where that blender I brought went? That big blender thing in the water.
For a catfish that still has spots. Cool looking fish.
That one's got some big old whiskers too. Here's the door.
No longer. Go down, try that tree.
You'll never guess whose name's on
Joe.
I think fish, I mean, anything like 25 inches plus. It's a pretty good one for this tournament. And we get lucky and next in a 15-pound flathead, and we're going places. Chain. Or sorry, a 33-inch flathead. That'd be more appropriate for this tournament.
I take that back. I do have something coming. Candy. I won a bid yesterday. And I guess it's on its way. I don't really know. It's just like, hey, you won. Okay, what do I do now? On to the next one. I mean, it's got all my information in there. You know, you have to put all your credit card and stuff.
Yeah. That'd be pretty ideal.
What is it?
Say don't step on that box we just put in.
That's a fish. Feels a lot like the last one a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little better. No, just good catching though. Alright, so fish. Crazy concept. No more of you guys. You know we can catch a fish over here. You know we can catch the right fish. See ya. Just gonna try something different. Little tree shaker. Is he actually on it? Yes. You want to know where I'm fishing this? Well, Google Earth.
There's a jar of peanuts.
Like bass.
Is this that toffee one?
Not anticipate that.
Someone like to do. Got on Walmart, I come worth.
Have a little variety now. Huh.
Hurts my teeth.
Wonder if this will play out.
Thank you.
7.
Hello.
Post fronts are like shad, but never hurts to have variety.
You want one now?
I'm good for now, thank
One
you.
nice thing about variety
You're right.
you catch it on rod and
You're right.
just leave it.
I'm sure you will.
I think we have a catfish on the other line too. That's a little better. Hey. Scaring him. Way better. What do we got here?
Never guess what I just done.
What's that?
Try to run that massive 4-inch right into the 3-inch.
Not be your class. We're looking for
Good shot.
boys.
It blew the side out of that joist too.
What I'm not gonna do. This is probably the area I'm most intrigued by, if we're being honest. I don't know if it's gonna be any good. But I can see it being good. Is it 2 spots?
there? Okay.
Just when you said you only need one, that other bucket had two in it, so like, oh, yeah.
I know, but I just want to make sure we got eyes on that new bucket.
Hey, right there.
There's a tree up with it. Looks like. Thank you.
Usually don't come out the snag in tournament days. Probably should figure out a way to fish this without running into that problem. I think we'll probably end up fishing it. Unless we get something like that.
Thank you. Danos? Yeah.
Every time I open it,
Some good stuff.
Yeah, we get to go from the bank, just fish it from this angle. And that can make a difference. Well, that being said, it gets fished a lot, and probably a lot of fish get killed there. So, we'll see what we need for actually everything. And I should throw a live bait. I'm gonna do it here. seen it over here. Wow, he was fat. I kind of feel bad for looking that one. But 3 years, I think I knew what the fish would be doing. What I can tell, I'm curious how big he is. Just for curiosity's sake. The girth. You need big fat ones like that. Not nearly as long as fat. We'll stretch him out to about 28 and a half. Ain't bad.
Remember when going.
Looks like
So this side of the box, where it's running the screw in, you'll go through the box we just put in, the old boys, and the other box. Do you use 3s or 4s?
Well, because you're going through 3 boards, right?
Yeah. I couldn't remember what we done last time.
You know, 3 is just enough to go through 2 boards. And one of those is an old joist. The old joist is wider, more than 1.5 inches thick, so.
Alright.
About 4.
So we're looking at 4 and 7/8, 4 and
Little over 4.
4.5 inches of board.
If there's anything quite like this,
Because there's noise in the kitchen.
not quite. I might hit one more spot. Sometimes I just can't help myself. It's detrimental to my overall success in the tournament. Well, there's a fish. Count during the day, you know, from the side like that. It'd be a fine little fish. That's goofy.
Fat fish too.
Because that bait was just sitting right in front of him.
Oh, you know that guy that was telling you about was fish on Lake Norman?
Yeah.
At South Carolina.
Oh.
Oh, I can even better when they snag them. That's just a funny, goofy, weird ordeal. Fun pick. Yeah, we've got it worked. Pretty much everywhere we stop. We've got a guy that shoot back so this is, and fish right here. I mean, here's what it is. Check it. I like how it's quick. Over here. He's nice. Got him. Starts out about right. Tell if he's bigger or fitting in or what, because he's really light fishing rod. I'm going to try to do a better job with him around the other lines. He's not bad. Oh yeah, he's nice. Oh, look at me. A little flathead there? It is a little flathead. Honestly, on this size, it's not a little fish in a tournament, otherwise we won't keep it. Cool, straight. Got a 24 by 14 and a half little flathead. There is a biggest flathead category. Some of this, you know, I'm definitely flathead still. This could be it, but I'm not banking on it. I think it's definitely it. Yeah, I think I said it already, but it's a length measuring total inches.
You can tell by the vibrant colors that we've lost, you know, the chartreuses and the royale blue.